Michelle Obama's podcast and YouTube program is giving a perfect illustration of why it is you can't listen to these old hoes.
And deal with it, nigga.
Boy, I'm telling you, post-menopausal and mouthy. Now, everybody's talking about Michelle Obama speaking to Tracee Ellis Ross, but before we get off into that, I think there was something far more interesting that came from a interview that she did with a woman named Elaine Welteroth. I was looking at her bio, and it says she's the editor of Teen Vogue. All right, congratulations. Well, Michelle spoke to her about, quote, how dating helped Michelle know Barack was the one. So, Michelle Obama's YouTube program is about dating. I'm here to teach about power dynamics. But I'm also not here just for that alone. I'm here to bring a couple of things here into their proper perspective so that you understand, because while they're doing everything else on their little show here, what they also demonstrate is why it is that these folks here are completely out of touch. And I mean that. I mean that. So I want you to hear the story that she relays of when leading up to Barack Obama proposing to her. And I want you to hear some of the stuff she had to say about him. Now, this is when she talked to this woman on your screen. She was talking to this woman, Elaine Welteroth. And because I've been having so many copyright issues lately, I'm just going to go ahead and have the still picture up here and play the audio for you. But it's on her channel, How Dating Helped Michelle Know Barack Was the One. And listen to some of the stuff she had to say.
A person who just wasn't right, and I knew they weren't right. But because I had those experiences when Barack showed up, and there was, as you described it, this sort of calm, right? There wasn't this, there was just complete and total honesty and trust. This was a man who knew what he wanted. So there was none of the guessing games that I think we as women get used to playing and kind of enjoy it.
Yes.
Being with somebody where it's a total, I don't know if he likes me and maybe he'll call. And, you know, we kind of sometimes get into that game and we mistake that game for love.
Yep.
But it's a game, and it's an uncomfortable game if we're honest with ourselves. This
is what females in their 20s do. Females in their 20s want to keep their options open. So it's the females who are like, hey, I ain't really trying to have just one fella here. There might be a better option around the corner. So let me hold out here for a minute. So she's actually projecting. She really is. Everybody knows it's the men today, which is crazy as hell, by the way. But the men today are all trying to figure out how to be wives. I mean, husbands. They're all trying to figure out how to be husbanded up. And it's the females who are like, yeah, I'm good.
Does he really like me? Did he call? I don't know what that meant. Nothing is straightforward.
Okay, men, what she's also describing is men with the most options. Men with the most options can do that. Men with the most options, baby, you're not the only person he's talking to. You're not the only one he has access to. The fellow who doesn't really have access to anybody because he's too square, he's too awkward, he's too undesirable. That dude, yeah, he's always there. Every time you text, hey, baby, what's going on? I mean, he's hitting you back within 5 seconds. He has nothing to do. A fellow who's got a life and has options and has been built out, yeah, he might call you. Then again, he might not. He is in demand and he is desirable. And she's talking about it like it's a bad thing. And I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm sniffing the body count around here. But in any case,
an uncomfortable game if we're honest with ourselves. Does he really like me? Did he call? I don't know what that meant. Nothing is straightforward. Everything is ambiguous. And I met somebody who was unambiguous and clear. And that feeling was new, but it was the right feeling to look for. You know, you shouldn't have to wonder about your goals and visions with the person that's right for you. You should be able to have real clear conversations up front and say, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. Who are you? You know,
did Barack Obama have the conversation with her about this is who I am? I've dated nothing but non-black females and this is what it is. I'm just curious, Michelle, did he have that conversation with you? Although when you hear some of the details she goes into here and with Tracee Ellis Ross, I'm like, I'm thinking he actually did tell her about that G-string thong and things. But anyway.
Do you believe in marriage? Do you want kids? Let's not play a guessing game.
Yeah.
And I try to advise young women in my life not to play games in dating. Ask the questions you need to know and don't be embarrassed by it. Barack was that comfort zone for me. And it was very...
Now you heard what she just said. It was very unambiguous and there were no questions, and ask the questions if they want to get married. Okay, she's about to prove she lying here in just a few moments. Hang on tight.
Clear very early that he was different.
Mm-hmm.
And different is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, different is not about games, because I didn't want to deal with somebody that I couldn't talk to, that I couldn't trust, that I didn't know what he thought, that wasn't a good communicator.
Yep.
And sometimes we look right over those people.
Barack Obama became president of the United States by running game on every damn person he ever met. Facts.
And deal with it, nigga.
Barack Hussein Obama became president of the United States by running game on literally everybody. His entire life is a sitcom. His entire life is a movie script. He's done traveled all around the world. He has absolutely no contact with black people in America of any kind. Once he made up his mind he was going to run in politics, he started running game on everybody. Community organizer, Trinity Church, House of Representatives to the Senate. He ran game on everyone. Once he got into the White House, it was nonstop game. He ran nothing but game. And this woman said, he authentic. There was nothing. He was the most unauthentic person once he gets what he wants. And 2 decades later, this heifer is trying to gaslight us into thinking it's something different. Baby, just because he got over on you doesn't mean he's still getting over on us. Sell that lie to somebody who's still buying it in 2025.
Who are in front of us because we're drawn to the game.
Yeah. Woo!
You know?
You're preaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did you two speak about these things early on in your dating life? Did you ask, do you want kids? Did you ask,
Yes.
do you want to be married?
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, Barack, when we first started dating, he was like, "Well, I'm not really sure if I believe in the institution of marriage."
Wait a minute, ain't this Mr. not ambiguous and is serious and is interested in the wife and kids? And we got to ask that early on? Yeah, while all these other people are telling you about Tracee Ellis Ross, by the way, hey, did anybody hear this? This Michelle, really, actually, early on, he was running game. When you met him, he was running game. And she said, let me tell you outright, when Barack first met me, he was like, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, I see that overbite. Oh, hold on, Michelle. Michelle, I mean, you're nice people and everything, but I'll be damned, I see that overbite. It's just, I'm thinking about the kids. So I could have had some really light-skinned babies, It's a Mariah Carey or a Drake here, so I got to, I don't know, Michelle. Can we get some braces on that? I mean, you're a little old for it, but yeah, it's looking like Sam Keith's the max. I don't know. I don't know, Michelle. If I make partner, I don't know if it's going to work out between us, but I'm trying to see how I can do that right there. Think about the kids. So, yeah, he let her know from the beginning, baby, he wasn't feeling you like that. So after all that damn flim-flam and babble she gave, she break down. Barack Obama told her, by the way, I don't really believe in institutional marriage like that. I don't know if his boyfriend had anything to do with it. What? But yeah, y'all, so she finally breaks down and says the damn truth when somebody else asks her a question. That damn resentment seeking in. Yes, you were the means to an end. You were the means to an end. And from the very beginning, she now is after all that crap she was talking, she finally breaks down and confesses. When Barack met me, he was like, yeah, actually, I don't even really believe in institutional marriage like that. Y'all have never heard that before. This is what she's saying about him in 2025. I'll be damned. It was even worse than people thought it was. It was even worse than they thought it was. Think about that for a few moments. Oh man, she don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. So now she got to break down and admit, and Barack wouldn't. When she asked him, he was like, I don't really believe in institutional marriage. Don't y'all know a nigga was ready to let her get up and walk? He started looking around for his options about who gonna be his fake black wife to run for Senate and president. He's like, wait a minute now, hold on, let me keep you. I'm sure let me keep you around a little bit longer here. Yeah, because there was probably a real fly chick he wanted to talk to, and he's like, I'll be damned. She's not really feeling my cornball ass. Don't she know I'm gonna run for president? So a real fly chick didn't really, there's no real fly black women who fell in the Barack Obama. He too damn square. Michelle Obama was like, well, he's better than these other Negroes out here. Okay, and she got to share him with his damn boyfriend. But anyway.
Oh, he was one of those.
Yeah.
So did you two speak about these things early on in your dating life? Did you ask, do you want kids? Did you ask,
Yes.
do you want to be married?
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, Barack, when we first started dating, he was like, Mom, I'm not really sure if I believe in the institution of marriage.
Oh, he was one of those.
Yeah. And I was sort of like, really?
She say one of those. In other words, one of us. What the hell are you talking about? That's not rare. That's one of us. Acting like that's special. She got treated, she trying to act like she was some unicorn that got treated differently. And she got treated like everybody else. When that man met her, he wasn't sure about her ass neither. Real ass talk. He met her and he wasn't sure about her either. And in case anybody's wondering, Barack and Michelle Obama, according to the internet, they met in 1988. They started dating in 1989. They didn't get married until 1992. 4 years after they met. 3 years after they began dating. So don't let these post-menopausal propagandists sit up here and lie to you and tell you that everything was smooth sailing and it was all great and wonderful and he was feeling me from day one, and when you meet them, you know it's right, because when he met her, he was like, yeah, we've been dating for a minute. I don't really know about no marriage certificate with you. I don't know about that. So don't let them sit up here and feed you a line. She didn't have it hook, line, and sinker neither. It wasn't hook, line, and sinker for her neither. While she trying to run this damn game on the damn world, it wasn't nothing like that neither. When she went to go talk to that man was like, look here, that little girl down there in accounting, maybe she got a future and she's a little more photogenic. Let me see what I can do with that. Let me see what I can do with that. So hell no, now she's trying to rewrite the history, but every once in a while that resentment sink in. That he reminds her, by the way, them white chicks, if he could have made it work out, if Obama could have made one of them white girls work out, he would have done that. That's what he would have done. He needed you because the black electorate wasn't really feeling nothing else. So that's where you come in. It's okay. If you keep the black women off my ass, keep the black women off my ass here. Now, I just wanted to do this real quick here. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. This is Miss Weatheroth here. And I wanted to go ahead and show it a little bit more here because Michelle don't understand her pay grade. She does not understand her pay grade. See, this chick right here, and I'm like, if the magazine folk hired her, they like the light-skinned chicks. No shade, baby, it is what it is. They're talking about she's first African-American. I'm like, okay. But, okay, they got the little light-skinned chick here. Okay, that's cool. I'm just saying, for her, first round draft pick. I hate to say it because I'm just gonna sound mean when I say this, but it's like that Jamie Foxx joke when he showed those pictures of Denzel Washington before Denzel Washington got on. Y'all know Denzel Washington has a gap in his front teeth. Denzel Washington has a gap in his front teeth, so when he went and got them partials or veneer or whatever, He went and got that in there. Jamie Foxx showed that picture. He said, I can see why you went and got them teeth done, Denzel. Those are not leading man teeth. Those are best supporting actor teeth. Okay, the chick on your screen here, it's like, okay, that's first round draft pick. This is, Michelle, I mean, no shade, baby, no shade. No shade, but this is first round draft pick. This is, wait a minute, bottom of a bottle of Henny. I mean, she's smart and everything. She capable. She at the firm. She a book. Oh, wait a minute now. I got to date you for about a year or two. You gonna have to grow on me. Oh, no. For the other chicks, straight out the gate. You gonna have to grow on me. Let's not rush this, Michelle. She talking like Barack was out. Let's not rush this. Let's take our time, Michelle. We shouldn't just jump into things. Yeah, Michelle feeling that. She know what it feel like there. So it's for this chick here like, oh, he married me. We're going to have kids. Michelle's like 4 years later. Tell the damn truth, Michelle. When everything falls into place. When everything falls into place, yeah, you talking like everything fell into place. No, you had to grab that nigga and wear him down. And he finally figured out, you know what? I need somebody darker than me to get the electorate behind me. It can't be two light-skinned people. That ain't gonna work. One of us got to be dark-skinned. So he's like, I'll be damned. If I could have found another chick at the firm, that would have worked out. But yeah, it wasn't gonna work no other way. So Michelle is now, Jason, you being mean. I ain't being a damn thing. Let's just say, hey, no disrespect whatsoever. Michelle ain't a 10. Michelle's not an 8. I'm just talking about, fellas, if you were at your job, and I'm talking about 30 years ago. She's 61 now. When Michelle was 30, Michelle wasn't no dime like that. Now, you can respect her intelligence. You can respect her capability. You can respect her competence. I'm just talking from a physically, I can do better if I'm making $150,000 a year. Think about that for a few moments. Where do you think Barack would be today if he didn't actually get elected to the Senate? You think he would have stuck with Michelle if because he lost the election for Congress? Do you think he would have stayed with Michelle if he lost the one for the damn Senate? You think he would have stayed if he had done that? I mean, no, I know he finagled his way through Congress. I'm not going to do all the ins and outs tonight. But by the time he gets to the Senate, do you think he would have stayed with her if he had lost that? He'd be like, hell no, let me go be a partner in a law firm somewhere and go get me a flybroid. Poor dude. But that's what he would have done, and you know it. Once that train left the station, he's like, wait a minute. Oh, let me hold on to you here. There might be a lane to 1600 Pennsylvania Ave. Hold on a minute. So at the end of the day there, it's like, okay, man. You know full damn well if Barack Obama was having to be a regular lawyer making $250,000 a year, Michelle ain't on the damn list. He gonna go get him a little white chick and go cool out in Riverside somewhere. In the suburbs of Cook County. He gonna go chill out there. Actually, back in Hawaii. He just would have gone back to Hawaii. Man, damn you niggers. Call it like you see it.
You know, do you believe in marriage? Do you want kids? To deal with somebody that I couldn't talk to, that I couldn't trust, that I didn't know what he thought, that wasn't a good communicator.
One of those.
Yeah. And I was sort of like, really? You know, well, what's that for? And I didn't, it wasn't consistent with, who he was, but he would poke at that, right?
Yeah.
But
she said it wasn't consistent, but then she turns around and says he would poke at that. Tell the damn truth, baby. You had to wear him down. He was like, wait a minute, let me hold these options open. He was like, if I can sleep with you and ain't got to marry you, why we got to mess up the program? Now she's trying to clean it up like it was something different. No, it wasn't. It was the same for you like it is for every other female on the planet. Quit lying.
He was also the person who asked me out, who said, we should date. I was very hesitant about dating because we worked at the same law firm.
Let's be very clear about this. Let us be very clear about this. Put all the bull crap to the side. Not gonna have it. Now, they met in 1988. Michelle Obama is currently 61 years old. That tells you every damn thing you need to hear right there. Everything you need to hear. No, they ain't hearing that. They ain't hearing that at all. Y'all are not hearing that. They are not hearing that. 37 years. 37 years. So she would have been like 24 back then. 24, 25-year-old Barack Obama, do you think he thought he peaked here? He was when he said he wants to date her at 25? Okay, it wasn't like he was dating her. Look, you good wife material. It took him another 4 years. So when you use the word date for a 25-year-old dude who got around with all the women Barack got around with back in the day, date means we laying up. Date means sex. That's what that means. Date, you would be great to date. I mean sex. I mean date. That's what that means. So let's stop with the nonsense like he saw you as wife material. Me and Barack started dating. Me and Barack started sexing. That's what we started doing. And it took me 3 or 4 more damn years to wear him down. I'm not being harsh about this. I'm just saying, let's call it for what it is. Took you 3 or 4 more years to wear him down.
Was a year. He's older than me, but I went to law school and was practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he hates for me to say I was his mentor.
I was going to say it. You were his boss.
I wasn't his boss because I wasn't senior enough to give him assignments, but I was sort of helping him.
Do you see that right there? I mean, folks, you're not hearing this anywhere else. While everybody else talking about the Tracee Ellis Ross interview. By the way, did y'all know she was talking like this? She's talking like this in 2025. I was over him. I was senior. She's trying to elevate herself. She's not talking about how smart he was, how capable she was. She wants to talk about, hey, take a look at how smart I was. And what I'm saying is that dovetails and connects perfectly with what I told you. Yes, she was a smart young black female in a country that doesn't promote that and does not value that in a Tommy Lauren environment. And let's just be clear, academically and socially, Tommy Lauren and Megyn Kelly couldn't carry Michelle Obama's box of tampons. So I can understand why she's been carrying a little bit of a grudge like that, but she's carrying that because despite all of that, that didn't make her the most valuable men's first choice. How many other dudes who were well-to-do that she met with, slept with before Barack, and they weren't looking to make a commitment to her because, we good. And she's like, I'll be damned. Everything is in place. My resume checks out. Your resume checks out for the law firm, but for the men, there's a bit of a hurdle there. So in reality, she's like, I had to start dating the guy who was under me at the law firm. Do y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? She's letting you know she ain't cool with that. She's not cool with that. She's letting you know she feels some kind of way. She's like, hey, I was over this nigga, and when I get done, he's the president, and for the rest of my life, I'm just first lady. Nobody gives a damn about my education. Everybody talks about that he was president of the Harvard Law Review. Ain't nobody talking about mine. So she keeps reminding you, I went to Harvard. I went to Harvard. I went to Harvard. Yeah, because everybody only talks about him. She got to remind folk, you know, I went too. Oh, you did, Michelle? That's good, baby. Where Barack at? So she's letting you know, she's trying to break him down a peg or two to remind y'all, hey, I'm smart too, Fredo from The Godfather. I'm smart and I want respect. And she's letting y'all know, hey, I was smarter than him. I was better than him. I was more capable than him. You think she's not resentful and she keeps doing this? Name another president whose wife shades him like this and reminds you of what she did. Baby, he became president. How you gonna trump that? Okay, so you got to the law firm first and you were getting paid first and all you had to show for was sitting at the firm. That's all you had to show for it. He made a whole lot more himself without doing all the work you did than you did with all them damn highfalutin accolades that you tell yourself you got. That's what it added up to.
Well, what's that for? And I didn't, it wasn't consistent with, who he was, but he would poke at that, right?
Yeah.
But he was also the person who asked me out, who said, we should date. I was very hesitant about dating because we worked at the same law firm. Mm-hmm. I was he's older than me, but I went to law school and was practicing. Mm-hmm. Like, he hates for me to say I was his mentor.
I was going to say it. You were his boss.
I wasn't his boss because I wasn't senior enough to give him assignments, but I was sort of helping him adjust. And I sort of thought, well, I shouldn't date the guy that I was assigned to help. Right. I thought that'd be tacky, especially we were two of a few Black people in the firm.
Right.
We both went to Harvard. It just felt a little cliche.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be that associate. Right.
Right.
But he was like, who cares? We got to know each other for the first month.
Now, what does that tell y'all? He said, who cares? We got to know each other for the first month. Go on.
Associate. Right.
Right.
But he was like, who cares? We got to know each other for the first month of the summer. And he was like, you're cute. You're smart. You're funny. Let's go on a date. I was like, no.
Yo, so he's telling her he waited till the summertime to say, hey, let's go on a date. Baby, look here. You was the glow up for the summer. That was it. And by the way, do you think she was the only one? What? Damn! By the way, in case anybody was wondering, do you think that she was the only one? Do you think that she was the only one? If you think that, you're naive. If you think she was the only one for the summer of 92 or the summer of 85, whatever. You think she was the only one? Okay. All right. It was her turn and nothing better came through.
We got to know each other for the first month of the summer. And he was like, you're cute, you're smart, you're funny. Let's go on a date. I was like, no, we shouldn't go on a date. That doesn't seem right. But he was like,
he knew what he wanted.
He knew what he wanted. Right. And he wasn't worried about the job or appearances. He was like, this makes sense to me. And you don't get that a lot.
That's romantic.
Guys, or I know I didn't get that a lot from guys.
No, same.
I mean, you're guessing for the first few months. And I was like, well, why am I drawn to that and not drawn to the truth? Right. So I chose the truth with Barack. I chose to be with somebody who came to me on clear terms.
Yes.
And so as a result, that's how our relationship started. We were already friends. Yeah. So we could have these conversations.
We were already friends. This is everyone inside known to man.
And I knew he didn't mean the thing about marriage, but his proposal, which I didn't know was coming, goaded me.
So she knew he didn't mean the thing about marriage, but she didn't know that he was getting ready to ask her. By the way, 3 years later, he didn't know that she's talking about, oh, he wasn't like that about marriage, but 3 years later, she didn't know that he was going to ask. So So the guy beneath her at the firm asked her to marry him. The guy she was training and was shadowing for. Oh, yeah, he asked me to marry him. Okay. You think that's what she was looking for? Is there anybody here who thinks that Michelle Obama, when she was 28 years old, was expecting to get asked for marriage by anything other than a partner at a law firm? I mean, a major law firm. She's been to Harvard. She's the black female who been running through the damn firm. Do you think that she was expecting anything other than a partner to sit up here and ask her for marriage? Come on now.
Into this argument about marriage. So Barack had studied and taken the bar, and we had been dating for all through his law school year. So it was about 2 years. So he took me out to a nice dinner, our favorite fancy restaurant in Chicago, under the guise of celebrating that he finished the bar. Little did I know that he had asked my parents, had gotten a ring. And so we're sitting at dinner.
Ain't that amazing? Everybody else knew what was happening except her. And then she tells you this man didn't know how to run game. He wasn't running game. He had sat up here and politicked through the whole damn thing. He knew he was going to run for president when he was at Harvard Law Review. He knew he had political aspirations, and everybody who goes into politics wants to become president. So he knew what he was doing. And she's trying to repaint it later as if you chicks need to be like me. They are like you, Michelle. They are like you. And if they wanted to find some light-skinned, soggy, moist dude, they could go do that too, baby. You was willing to do some stuff they ain't willing to do. And that brings me to Tracee Ellis Ross. Tracee, we sick of you. I'm not even going to be nice about this, baby. We sick of you. 51 years old, baby. Ain't happening. It ain't coming. It's not happening. It's not coming. Not gonna happen. Forget about it. Not gonna be a thing. Not gonna be a thing. Baby, okay, you had your television show. That's it. It's done. Baby, you are post-menopause. That's why I got the title of my program tonight. You're post-menopause. Give it up. You're not a hot ticket. Stop thirst. Who do you think you're thirst trapping for? A husband? Just quit it. Just stop it. This is ridiculous. Tracee Ellis Ross has some things to say here. She has some things to say, and boy, no, I'm going to begin with the one that everybody wants to talk about here first. Let me see. Boy, here she goes on a tear here.
Well, the thing is, I stay open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably more
way open.
Yes. Oh my God, that sounded so wrong.
I didn't mean that, Mom.
My heart,
your family,
my heart stays open.
Your heart
more open than it should.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
okay.
hard.
All right.
More open than it should be. But I do date, and it's a fascinating adventure out there. You know, mostly though, I think there's really good men out there. I think to a certain extent, I'm a very unique sort of unicorn of a woman. And so it's going to take a unique person. And in the meantime, I have really learned how to live my life and enjoy it and not sit around waiting. I was saying to someone recently that I'm one of the first generations of choice, and it's not anymore, which really, there was a window and that has shifted. And I do think that that's going to change dating for women so much.
When you mean
you're 51 years old, Tracee, you're 51 years old. Tracee, you're 51 years old. Get over it. Ain't nobody beating down no doors here, baby. And by the way, do you see the absolute conceit dripping off of her? You would think she was 21. You'd think she was 21. It's absolutely ridiculous at this point. You'd think she was 21. Thank you there, Cassandra. As a matter of fact, you old too. Damn. Tracee's 52. Thank you very much. Old chicks gotta stick together. In any case, what the hell pull you got at 52? She's going around talking like she's an authority on something. What is she an authority on? Getting run through post-menopause? Somebody said the lazy bone braids. Damn! Chrome thugs. Nursing home thugs in harmony. Think about that for a few damn moments. Every time we turn around, Tracee is jumping up, acting like she's a hot ticket. And there's nobody buying the tickets. Some people punching the ticket. Ain't nobody buying it. 52 years old, talking like she's in the race.
You've been the sort of the product of choice.
Yeah, like the assumption of Roe v. Wade and the ability for a woman to find her own delight and pleasure and choice around how she navigates dating or how one would navigate dating. And we're in a different world now. And I'm curious what that will look like. It frightens me for younger girls because of many reasons, obviously. But
it's always some old, wrinkled up, dusty ovary chick talking about abortion. As if that's what the hell she was offering. There's always some chick whose ovaries are sitting at the wrecking yard. I mean, they've been gone. You can't even pick over them for parts. Talking about abortion as if that's a dilemma for you. She's talking as if pregnancy is a dilemma that she is faced with. I'm really concerned about this, but not for your damn self. Well, for the younger females, what the hell kind of vicarious pitching and moaning is this? Tracee couldn't get pregnant if she got grabbed by one of the face huggers and aliens.
Nigga, please.
And here she is wasting bandwidth, wasting YouTube airtime, talking about something that doesn't even apply to her anymore. Baby, family planning is out the door for you. It ain't working.
Even with the systemic protection of Roe v. Wade, I still was coming up against the cultural norms of being a choiceful woman and owning my own body and my own choices and what it is that I'm looking for in a relationship and the ability to negotiate in a relationship what it is you want the relationship to be between the two of you.
Negotiate. This is why grown men don't fool with you and built men don't fool with you and damn sure men in your age group don't fool with you. No man over the age of 40 is thinking about the word woman and negotiate.
And deal with it, nigga.
That's something you play with fellas who ain't got nothing. A man who's got something ain't looking to negotiate with no 52-year-old retread has-been. Ain't no man trying to do that. He's done worked 30 years of his life to get himself built up, and you think he wants to come negotiate? Baby, this is not a partnership. This is a dictatorship. There's no grown man who's worked his life to sit up here and build himself up. He didn't build himself up. So, okay, now we can negotiate. Negotiate me ass. Sit yourself over here on Tinder or Bumble or wherever the hell you at, and you go negotiate with one of them. She talking crazy as hell. Talking about she at 52 people. Folks, tell me what man is looking to negotiate with a 52-year-old? that she can't give you a family. She's narcissistic and conceited as hell. What man is that? A 70-year-old will? Damn! Tracee needs to be with a 70-year-old. A 70-year-old will let her pull this garbage. Either a 22-year-old or a 70-year-old. Baby, you are in you're in the wilderness. You're in the wilderness. Prince Adam said he's out and he's 27. Damn! There's no man over the age of 40 who trying to negotiate with a female, except a nigga who's struggling. A man who's not struggling, baby, negotiation is struggle. Here's the other problems, Tracee. What are you negotiating with, baby? What did you bring to, quote, negotiate with? People, tell me, what is it she brings to the table that gives her leverage to negotiate? Clearly, no one explained to her how negotiation works. You can't negotiate when you came empty-handed. She's talking about a negotiation. What did she bring to negotiate with? What does she have that allows her to negotiate? What does a 52-year-old female bring that gives her power to negotiate with a 7-figure nigga in his 40s or 50s? What does she bring? She's using these words as if they actually apply to her. She's thinking about the woman that she was 30 years ago, not the woman that she is now. Tracee, you don't even have to buy maxi pads anymore, baby. Nature is giving you a wake-up call. There are some females who think that being post-menopausal is an enhancement.
Nigga, what?
Some women think that being post-menopausal... Folks, let me get gully with it for a minute right here for just a few moments here. To all my fellas out there over the age of 40, we all been there. Let's just put it on the bricks tonight. I'm so glad I'm up way late. Let's put it on the bricks tonight. All my cats out there who are over the age of 40, we all been there. All of us have been there. All of us. We've all talked to a chick. The menopause bus ran her ass smooth, slapped the hell over. Oh, them eggs ain't doing. That's it. The egg crate is empty. The eggs ain't dried up. You open up the damn egg crates like, oh damn, this cart's empty up here. Damn, ain't nothing in there. The whole egg cart is empty. You pick as soon as you know how you at the store, if it's empty, you pick it up, or in the refrigerator, you didn't know that you ran out of eggs, you pick that thing up and mentally anticipating it's going to be heavy, you pick it up, whoa, that flew up. Whoa, that flew up. The cart is empty. Ain't nothing going on in there. Okay, for men over the age of 40, we all done met that chick who thought that that was resume enhancement. Oh, she was like, we don't even need birth control. I can't get pregnant. Okay, and this one was actually telling the truth. She wasn't trying to trap a nigga. This one was actually telling the truth. Every man in here had the same damn response. It's like, oh, Crypt Keeper. Damn. Oh, man. Oh, you got the Crypt Keeper womb. Oh, ain't nothing happening up in there. It's like, oh boy, it's Pet Cemetery. It's like, on the one hand, she can't get pregnant. On the other hand, oh baby, you thought that was a plus? Oh, you thought that was a bragging point? Oh, it's Night of the Living Dead. Oh man. And she thought she was stunting. Fellas, if you don't, oh, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Oh, I was about to do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not gonna do it. We gonna do something else. We gonna do something else. But yeah, you meet some chick and she is past the expiration date. Oh, it's already a wrap. And she's trying to tell you the joys of menopause. She's trying to tell you how her being menopausal is actually a plus. Okay. We've all been there. All of us as men over the age of 40, we have all met that chick. That chick who told us it's all right, I can't get pregnant. Okay. And we all felt that feeling run up our spine. It's like, oh, man, is this legal? Oh, man. I don't know. I feel some kind of way. Tracee is dead in the middle of that, trying to tell us about her damn leverage to negotiate.
And owning my own body and my own choices and what it is that I'm looking for in a relationship and the ability to negotiate in a relationship what it is you want the relationship to be between the two of you, as opposed to what society says it should be.
Well,
that's different.
I don't know that we're going to lose that. I think women, we're used to having a say in our lives.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether the whole movement is about sort of reharnessing us, whether is it really about,
and can that really work?
Reproductive rights? Can that really work now that women are educated and we're being raised differently? I mean, the truth is that fathers are modernized.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
mostly
they are, and if you were to ask the average man, how are you raising your daughter? Because you love her. The average father that loves their daughter wants them to be excellent, and they want them to have opportunity and freedom. I mean, when you think about...
And where'd that get you, Michelle? While you're talking like you got some mastery of this, by the way, baby, where'd that get you? That got you with Barack Obama. That's where it got you. That's it. That's it. He is your claim to fame. There's nothing outside of that. And the other thing is, by the way, your daddy raising you, and that's where you ended up at. Just thought I would point it out.
You don't want your daughter saddled marrying some guy that chose her because he just didn't think about anything else and who believes that her body
is his choice.
Exactly. So
that's Tracee weighing in there, and who believes that her body is his choice. Well, the men have spoken, Tracee, and ain't nobody made your body they choice.
And deal with it, nigga.
Ain't nobody did that, Tracee. But you talking about other females. There's a bunch of men out there right now. Ain't nobody trying to make your body their choice. The fellas all say, waiter, check, please. And checked out. So please stop this vicarious fantasy, baby. It's raggedy.
I don't think a lot of leaders are thinking about that. You
yeah,
know?
well, and they haven't been asked to, because I think it's not always a context that if it's an area that you don't have to think into,
right?
But I think there is it is a genuine regular thought process for me. It's one of the reasons. I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men, and a lot of it is because
let's stop on that, folks.
Yeah, let's stop on that right there, real quick, Tracee. You don't quote date younger men, just like Michelle wasn't dating Obama. You get laid on by younger men. You get laid on by dudes who all they brought you was sex. All they're contributing to you is sex. So they help you be a little bit less crazy and lonely. And by the way, when you take a look at them eyes, oh, those are crazy eyes right there.
And deal with it, nigga.
Now we all know what that means. Okay. That post-menopausal yum-yum, she's still out there doing the crazy thing with it. She 52 and crazy as hell. So for a young cat, and by the way, I was there. Damn. Oh, people, I've come back to give you my report. I was there in my 20s. Oh, yes, I was there. Y'all know me. All my girlfriends were in their 40s or older. I was there. And I'm telling you, I know what it's like. So for them fellas, it's their turn. I'm not begrudging these little young niggas. It's their turn. For you fellas in your 20s, if you got a chance to knock down Tracee Ellis Ross, man, get to it. Let them wheels do the spinning. I ain't mad at you. To some 23-year-old, 24-year-old cat, if you got a chance to make a lifelong story of, by the way, hey, that chick who was on them reruns from the CW network, yeah, dude, I was with her. Bruh, I ain't mad at you. Live your life. Live your life, bruh. I got no problem with you at all. None. I don't have a problem with none of all you fellas. Damn! Cause it ain't just one. Oh, niggas is lined up at her door like a track meet. You know what it is. So to the young fellas who getting that thing on, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. But I just need y'all to know that Tracee is out here trying to balloon it and inflate it into something it ain't. She's trying to act like it's something slick, and it's not. She's trying to act like y'all little young niggas is balling and that y'all are going to set her up or something, or that you're competing with the men who actually got status and resources. She talking like that's what she doing. And she's not being, but when she says I'm dating, that means you just laying up. That's all that means. Because she's not able to tell you a thing of value beyond that. So she's dating. All these chicks out here dating. Body counts running up like a damn ticker tape parade. Running up like a damn speedometer. So yeah, she's out here, quote, dating with the rest of them. Dating. You getting run through, run on. Okay, some nights you're a little less lonely, but all you doing out here is ballooning that body count. That's all you're doing. Don't try to lie about it and dress it up like it's something it isn't. I'm out here dating. You out here sexing with the rest of them. You out here getting the freak off and everything else. And to be as old as you are, that makes you novel to a young man. Young men have sexual access to younger females. Older females, it tends to be a little bit of a hassle because most of them are trying to get with a man who can actually do something for them. A younger fella can't do nothing for you except lay up. And that's it. And you're the amusement park ride. That's all you are. You're the bumper car. You're the bumper car. And when the thrill or the amusement wears off, the young fella move on. When you start bugging him like you gonna make him marry you, ain't gonna happen. He gonna move on. Case in point, can anybody tell me any of Tracee Ross's boyfriends and men that she's dating? Don't you think that if there was a young fella who was dating Tracee Ellis Ross, he would say something? What? Come on, y'all. Let's do some basic deductive reasoning here. If there actually were any young men of any status or ability dating her, don't you think we would hear from them? Wouldn't we hear from them or hear about them? But you're not hearing anything. Now, I'll tell you the real reason. The real reason for that is NDA. Now, the real reason is NDA. That's what that is. The real reason is NDA. But then again, those are the only fellas who gonna go for that. Baby, you ain't offering them nothing.
I think there is, it is a genuine regular thought process for me. It's one of the reasons, I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. And a lot of it is because—
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, but why? And I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes.
Now think about that for a few moments. This crazy cackling ass heifer here, these light-skinned chicks, they all like Kamala Harris. Oh, I'm beating up on the light-skinned chicks tonight. Baby, light-skinned chicks, y'all got to hold this L tonight. No offense, but y'all know full well, light-skinned, they crazy as hell, which, you know, it goes both ways there. But the cackling thing, the little quirky, weird things, oh, y'all been hanging out with some corny mayo folk. It's like, man, look here. But here's the thing. Do you hear what she just said? That she was out with Michelle and Barack. Think about that for a few moments. So Michelle and Barack are going out to eat, and this heifer is sitting there as the damn third wheel. Yeah, she's doing so great and she's crushing it so great that when Michelle and Barack go out, she gets to tag along. What the hell? She didn't even realize she just said that. You know, when you and Barack were out there and stuff. Okay, Tracee, what the hell were you doing there? You didn't bring no man. She didn't bring nobody. She just sitting there at the damn table. That's what she doing. Can y'all pay the tab? Oh, that's her cackling, y'all. Y'all thought that was Kamala Harris. That's Tracee.
Yes, Parish.
That's Michelle saying preach. But that's Tracee cackling.
I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes, Parish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracee's.
It's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracee tales.
But
you date a younger
I'm sorry.
But one of the
man.
reasons, though, that
Y'all know how this goes. Every time Michelle thinks about leaving Barack, she thinks about how tragic things are here with Tracee. So she's like, oh, I'll be damned. I can't stand this nigga another day. I want to file the papers, but I'll be damned. I'll be sitting next to you? Oh, maybe there's some African prince somewhere who'll take me, but she waiting for the right move to make.
because I had to ask myself that question. I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And so often, and it's not just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows.
52 years old, ain't got a man, dating young fellas who can't do nothing and talking about she wants a partner. People, negotiate. Partner. The more this whacked out broad talks, the more she shows you why niggas left her on the curbside for pickup. No built man. There is no mid six figures. Hell, to be totally honest with you, there isn't a man making more than $150,000 a year who's looking to partner and negotiate with a 52-year-old. 52 using words like partner and negotiate. Oh yeah, and one more thing. And you don't own me. My body is mine. That's why she's trying to thirst trap so you all think you're going to get a lot more. Let me tell you right now, if you fall for them damn thirst trap pictures, nigga, get ready for buyer's remorse. When you get her home and get her out of them damn push-up bras and stuff like, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, ain't nothing sitting in the right place. In any case, hell, she's talking as if she's got something to negotiate with. She looking for a partner. Okay, tell me who is taking her up on her partnership offer. Who has taken Tracee Ellis up on her partnership offer? Because the men that she actually wants ain't checking for her. Tracee, you're 52, baby. Talking the way you are, you need to go holler at a 68-year-old. And I'm not joking. You're not a young tender, except to somebody who's a septuagenarian.
And deal with it, nigga.
And that's real talk. Baby, you ain't no young tender. I'm about to give y'all the ballistics right quick. To the folks in here listening, I had one chick today. Oh, she was big mad on my Facebook, y'all. Big mad. Oh, she was angry because I laid down the law and had to say it for just what it is. But if anybody else is going to keep it real for you, I got to tell you what the metrics are. Ladies, if men don't tell you the damn truth about this, Jason Black will this one time and you ain't got to like it, because the truth of the matter is you already know what I'm about to say is the damn truth. And you already know it. You already know that everything I'm about to say to you is absolutely true. That as men, once you start getting at a certain age, and I mean, she's some big face thing, was sitting on my page, sitting up here talking crazy earlier here today. Yeah, because that reality was whooping their ass. It was doing what it do to them. And I let her know. She was talking about, how old does it have to be? You talking crazy? How old does it have to be? I'm like, well, first of all, here's the way it works. When a female is, y'all can write this down. When a female is in her 20s, she is young to everybody. So when you talk about men want females who have youth, well, when a female's in her 20s, she's young to everyone. When y'all hit 28 to 30, you're young to men who are 7 years older than you or older. So ladies, If he's 7 years, well, you're not young anymore when you hit your late 20s and 30s. When you get there, the fella got to be 7 years, or when you're in your 20s, he can be the same age as you, and he still considers you young. When you hit your late 20s and 30s, oh, he's got to be older than you now. We don't see a 28-year-old or a 30-year-old as young. So he at least got to be 7 years older. Fellas, if I'm telling the damn truth right now, no, don't do nothing. Hold your fire, fellas. Hold your fire, as you were. As you were. As you were. But when you hit your 30s, baby, he got to be at least 7 years old. 7 years old or older. When you hit your 40s, baby, when y'all hit 40, you're not young to nobody but a 57-year-old. He's got to be in his late 50s, not even his early 50s. When you all cross 40, you're not young anymore except to a dude pushing 60. You're young to the dude pushing 60. And even then, it depends on his options. Because if he's a fellow with a bunch of options, he's doing the Leo DiCaprio thing. Damn! So don't let that get away from you. If he got real options, you ain't young enough. And then, baby, once you hit 50, what? Once you hit 50, baby, you ain't young to nobody who's under the age of 68. Even the 65-year-old fellows, hell, you know you 50, you know you 52. There is no 65-year-old man who considers a 50-year-old female to be young. Think about that even in your families. Even if you got some old uncle who sat up here and got remarried, he doesn't consider your 50-year-old auntie that he just step auntie young. He's just like, yeah, she another broad down there at the bingo hall. But he doesn't consider her to be young. Fellas, if I'm telling the damn truth, give me the hourglass emoji in the chat room and hit the likes button for me. We up in the wee hours of the damn night. We up in the wee hours of the damn night. We about to cross over for midnight, but I had to make an appearance. Fellas, if I've just told the truth, what I just said, in women, if you want to know what men consider young, in your 20s, you're all young. 28 to your 30s, we don't consider you young unless we're at least 7 years older than you. If you're in your 40s, we got to be 16, 17 years older than you. And when you're in your 50s, now we got to be about 20 years older than you that you're young to us. There's no such thing as a young 40-year-old. You're just young to a nigga that's 60. There's no such thing as a young 50-year-old. That's an oxymoron. You're young to a 70-year-old, but you're not young. Suck it up.
And deal with it, nigga.
There are no men who think that you're young at 50. For a 70-year-old, you are young to him, but you're still not young. I just gave y'all the ballistics. I just gave you the metrics, and can't nobody argue with the word I just said. That is men's range, y'all. That is men's condition. For the females out there who wondered exactly how we gauge it and how we measure it, I just told you. Take a look at all those hourglasses. The fellas are letting you know. They're letting you know what it is. You ain't got to like it. You don't have to agree with it. The fellow who sat up here and took your raggedy ass out, that's what it is. Tracee is 52. She needs to be looking for a nigga 68 or older. That fella will consider her to be young for him. But then again, when she starts running her damn mouth, he'll remember why he doesn't like dating females in their 50s. Soon as she starts running her mouth and telling him that she's there to tell him what the partnership and the negotiation would be, like, oh, this is why I don't like dating you 50-year-old heathers. Yeah, this is why. Right here. Talking about she got some damn partnership.
Knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust.
Do you hear this?
And it's not just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So
I, me, my. Y'all hear this garbage? I, me, my, I, my. 52 years old. Ain't got no prospects and nonstop me, I, my life is so lit. My life is so great. My life is so full. So full of crap.
So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity.
Did you hear that?
It's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of...
You heard Michelle say that? Michelle said, there's that. Okay, Barack. Okay, Barack, that's your wife, the former first lady out here talking like that. Okay, dude. But then again, Barack ain't worried. He like, look here, he's like Will Smith. I need you to get a nigga because I need to go hang out at Epstein Island with my boyfriend. So, Michelle, do what you do. I'm going to Epstein Island. Do what you do, Michelle.
Men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks.
Now, did you hear this deep, fat, fried garbage? She said the men in her age group are steeped in a toxic masculinity. So what she's saying is that we as men, we shouldn't want what we want. When you say toxic masculinity, she's saying this so we as the men of her age group, we shouldn't want what we want. Do you realize what an insane control freak you have to be to say something like that? Now, please remember, if the local madman kicks in the front door or somebody tries to jack her high yellow ass up at the damn gas station, she's going to want a man to be 100% in charge. She's going to be begging for some of that toxic masculinity. That's why she got to deal with a young fella, because a young fella, he just come through when it's time to lay up. He don't have to deal with her outside of her being horizontal. When he get done with that, she's like, okay, he can leave. And the males from her generation, oh, they already on that time. They're not even talking to her unless there's sex involved. She can't get a call back if we ain't ready to get the freaking on. So there's the problem. A young fellow will sit there and waste time with Tracee. A young fellow will sit there and waste time with that empty egg crate. He'll sit there and let her whine and moan. A fellow 23 years old, because that's what you gotta do, unfortunately. When you're in your early 20s, you ain't really got no money. You don't have any status. If she giving you the time of day, you got to listen to her sit up here and whine about her mama, whine about her siblings, whine about her college degree, whine about the part she didn't get, whine about she ain't got no respect. You sitting up here on the phone trying to keep your ass from falling asleep. And then finally she gonna give you the green light to come on over. So you got to pay that nagging tax. She's going to hit you with a nag tax. She's going to sit there and nag for a bit. Like, okay, let me go ahead and act like I give a damn. Let me act like I give a damn. And when she gets done nagging, okay, when I get to come on over. So that's what her life is now. Because a man who got some means, we ain't going to listen to her for any length of time. We're not going to talk to her at all. We're not even going to let her whine. Heifer, you got to change your own flat tires. Get some toxic masculinity and do that. So just understand what she's saying. The men in her age group are done with her. They're through with her. They're not extending anything to her. The young fellas are at least extending sex and a listening ear. Older men in her age group, man, we ain't trying to hear none of this. None. Period. Nada. As soon as she started nagging, we're like, babe, we got options. Holler at you some other time. Click. She knows younger fellas, by the way. One more thing. Younger dudes are starstruck. Hey, I saw you on TV. So that's what she negotiates with. Hey, don't you want to lay up with a used-to-be celebrity? Well, that's big for a young cat who doesn't have anything. But for a man who does, that doesn't really carry a lot of weight with us. You can't really leverage or negotiate with what the TV show you used to be on, and how many fellas today even remember her mom? And is that a plus? Ooh, wait a minute now. Hold on. That's Diana Ross' daughter, though. It doesn't work that way. It don't work that way. There are no men out here who are saying, wait a minute, she has a lot of minuses against her, but she's Diana Ross's daughter. Nigga, Diana who? Come on now.
And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize I have no interest in it, and I will not.
And there are no men who have any interest in you. Listen to her. I felt like I was a possession. In other words, these men were fans. And you are insufferable, Tracee. You are so conceited and arrogant and narcissistic that you are insufferable. You think because you're light-skinned and your mama was with the Supremes that you're some princess. And in reality, you are just unbearable. And even the men in your industry are like, hard pass. Where's Zendaya? You got X'd out decades ago, Tracee. You got X'd out decades ago by all the other light-skinned chicks, baby. You got X'd out decades ago. Period. Baby, you been got erased from the game. Whole bunch of other chicks came up after you, baby. You been gone. We got a whole bunch of other mixed chicks who come up since you. Baby, you been gone. You been gone. Lenny Kravitz's daughter and all that. Come on, baby. It's too many of them came up after you. You still acting like you're the only thing out there? Dear, you ain't paying no attention. Because you can't afford to pay attention because reality has to rear its ugly head. Oh, it's vicious and gruesome out there, Tracee.
Not do it again.
I'm sorry.
No,
Craig.
I was going to say, it's a generational thing. So it didn't matter how you met them, or is it just kind of the guys you're meeting?
That's obviously
Too big of a generalization.
It's a generalization,
Yeah.
but because I have dated men my age,
Yeah.
there is a difference. There is an openness that occurs with a younger man around whether it's gender fluidity or not.
Oh, shucky ducky. Oh, they didn't play this part for you on the other channels. There's an openness with these younger men with gender fluidity. Oh, y'all heard her correctly.
Too big of a
It's
generalization.
a generalization,
Yeah.
but because I have dated men my age,
Yeah.
there is a difference. There is an openness that occurs with a younger man around whether it's gender fluidity or.
Okay, you damn right there's no openness for us. What the hell you talking about? What's a man in his 40s or 50s got to do with some damn gender fluidity? Always got some female trying to see if she can butt break a dude. Gender fluidity? What does a 50-year-old man want with gender fluid? What are you offering him, Tracee? Now, if it's you and another female, damn! Oh, wait a minute, Tracee. Hold on now. Whose fluidity are we discussing? Tracee, whose fluidity are we discussing? If we're discussing yours, sign me up. Oh, nigga think I won't when I will? Think I won't when I will. Hey, bruh, let some other nigga lie to y'all. Let another one lie to y'all. If Tracee Ellis Ross and Brittany Renner's two crazy asses dial me up on the phone right now. Y'all niggas would just hear. I wouldn't even press the end stream button. If them two dial me up right now and say, Jason, it's on. Here's the address. Deuces. I wouldn't even say anything to you all. I wouldn't say anything. Maybe you'll hear the tires on the Escalade squeal out the park, squeal out the drive, out the driving, out the driveway. You might hear my tires squeal out. You might hear that. Y'all just gonna be sitting there. YouTube tripping. You know YouTube be messing up Jason's stream, y'all. YouTube be tripping. Nigga, I'm on that freeway. That speedometer ain't nothing but triple digits. That speedometer ain't gonna be doing nothing but triple digits. Ain't gonna hit a double digit till I get to the last exit. That's a wrap. Do you hear me? Let some other fella out here lie to you. It will not be me. It will not. Oh, but trust and believe. If Tracee and Brittany gave me the green light, if they gave me the green light, I'm on my way like Khalif. I'm on my way. Certainly. Are you kidding me? Put me in that damn high yellow sandwich. They say, Jason, we making a high yellow sandwich. I'm like, oh, say less. Say less. Oh, don't worry. Believe me. Here we go. Hope Diddy prosecutors ain't looking. Because they'll be like, wait, the man act. Man, look at it. So if we're talking about Tracee's gender fluidity, I could be convinced to sit and listen a little bit longer to her screeching ass. I could be convinced to listen for the rest of the deal. I'd like to hear the rest of your proposal, Tracee. Since you said it like that, I would like to hear the rest of your proposal. But if Tracee is walking in the damn room and one of her younger dudes, I'm like, who's this nigga, your bodyguard? Yeah, you were talking gender fluidity before, but I'm like, okay, it's too many men in the room right now. It's too many men in the room right now. So I'm like, okay, as long as the gender fluidity is on her side, that's one thing. But gender, that's where it's going to have to stop. So Tracee's going to have to clarify that. Although we all know what it means. She's in Hollywood. They for the freak off. She's looking for some little moist fellas. They can be her little moist boy toys. They can be sitting there oiling each other up and smacking each other and stuff. And that's the real thing about it. Like, chicks like her, they'll want the dudes to not even be doing nothing with her. Because she'll have this sick thing where she wants them dominating each other. So you came thinking you was going to get a piece of Tracee and all you can get is a piece of the other dude. Tracee sitting there standing behind you, hugging you. And it's, really, Tracee? These two young strapping lads came all this damn way and you sitting over here directing like Steven Spielberg. Wow, think about that. You came all that way for Tracee and all you got was everything except Tracee. Because you told her that, oh, I'm fine with gender fluidity. Man, that's a hell of a trap to get stuck in, isn't it? That's a hell of a trap to get stuck in, isn't it? You agree? You're a young fella tried to play along with Tracee Ellis Ross when she started talking about gender fluidity because you thought she was talking about a threesome with her and another chick, and then you showed up and found out, oh, it's the freak off. Oh, it's the Diddy train. You didn't come all the way over there and at the last minute, blah, oh, wait a minute. Oh, how many people in here? Gender fluidity. You damn right. Men in your age group ain't fooling with this mess. This is why you gotta sit there in front of damn Michelle Obama talking crazy as hell. Do y'all hear how this is all piling up? Me. I. Negotiate. Partner. You don't own me. My body, my choice. And we also need gender fluidity. Man, look here. How much drugs you got to do to be comfortable with this?
And my age, there is a difference. There is an openness that occurs with a younger man around whether it's gender fluidity or not even having an issue with homosexuality. I mean, something as basic as that there's times where I'll be, sitting across the table from somebody and just like, what did you just say?
Yeah, what century are you?
Like, oh my God.
Where's your horse and buggy?
Yeah, like, I'm so sorry.
Michelle Obama is talking right now. That's her saying, what century are you? Where's your horse and buggy?
What did you just say?
Yeah, what century are you?
Like, oh my God.
Where's your horse and buggy?
Yeah, like, I'm so sorry.
And your bedpan.
Yeah, for real.
Chamber pot.
Yeah, your chamber pot. Your chamber pot. Like,
y'all, that's Michelle Obama talking. Yeah, so those rumors about Barack sound a little more credible the more she talks. Y'all, Michelle ain't like us. Damn! Come on now, stop lying to yourselves. I've been saying this now going on 20 years. Michelle is not like us. Come on now, let's call it for what it is. Chicago always been Freak City. Back in the 90s, we had the two. I'm talking about the Black Mecca in Atlanta. It was always going down between Atlanta and Chicago. Atlanta and Chicago was always Freak City. Come on now, Atlanta just had the freak calls. Chicago always been Freak City, man. Come on now, let's not play no games. Chicago always been Freak City. Come on, man. Let's stop playing. Y'all always had chicks like that in Chicago. Always. It's been like that. It's been like that. Chicago, come on now. Everybody know the freaks, the strippers. It's always, starting in the 90s, it was always between there and Atlanta. It was always between those two. They know what's going on. Come on now. So Michelle is letting y'all know, that's what it is. Michelle is letting y'all know that, yeah, what y'all been saying all these years, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. She's finally, they out the White House. She can't contain it anymore. She can't sit on it anymore. And she's just letting folks know now, yeah, it was true. It's true. It's real.
Like, where I'm just like, yeah, this is not a match. Yeah. And I have long been past the age where I feel like it's my job to teach somebody or grow them up. Yeah. That I'm not interested in. So, but it's interesting. I mean, there's so many different philosophies on dating, and I have come up with mine. I have come up with what works for me and what makes sense for me and what feels safe for me.
Yep.
I mean, like, I'm not on dating apps. I have friends that have great success with dating apps, but that's just not something I'm comfortable with.
So you're meeting folks in the wild then?
That's the only way for me. Or someone sets me up, or I meet them at an event. I meet someone. It's usually people that also have a level of recognition that they, have as much to lose as me to a certain extent. I don't know. I mean, I haven't had great luck lately, but
have as much to lose as me, NDA. But the other thing is, Tracee, who the hell are you dating who, quote, got as much to lose as you? I mean, a nigga who's trying to get on, because I'm like, you at the end of your career is over and he's trying to get started. As much to lose as you. What you got to lose, baby? What do you have to lose, ma'am? I'm trying to figure out what you got to lose, Tracee. You talking like you're an A-list celebrity here, baby, as opposed to being a nostalgic throwback. Baby, what you got to lose? What is she talking about?
I do have to say I'm moving up on what it is that I'm looking for as a match. Yeah. I've had.
What? Nigga, please. Where's my nigga you crazy drop? Where's my nigga you crazy sound drop? Do y'all hear this? The more she talks, do you hear how bad, the worse it gets? 52, and she's talking about, and by the way, I'm moving up on my demands. 52. Ain't nobody took her up on her offer at 42. No one took her up on the offer at 50, and she's saying that at 52, she is still adjusting her standards upward. But then again, we know that's a lie, Tracee, because if you're dating dudes half your damn age, very clearly the standard is not going upward. It's the same standard when I was out there at 25. So very clearly that's not the case.
They, have as much to lose as me to a certain extent. I don't know. I mean, I haven't had great luck lately, but I do have to say I'm moving up on what it is that I'm looking for as a match.
I haven't had much luck lately.
I'm moving up on, I do have to say I'm moving up of recognition that they loses me to a certain extent. I don't know. I mean, I haven't had great luck lately, but I do have to say
y'all, she just told her, I haven't had much luck lately. But I mean, so in other words, the standards you currently have failed. Her response to standards that have failed is to double down on it. So what you're doing is already not working. Your solution to what is not working is to turn up the volume and say, I'm going to increase my standards. But your current standards at 45 and 50 didn't work. Now you're at 52 saying, and I'm not having much luck now, but I'm going to adjust upward. Baby, all you gonna have is a bunch of 24-year-old niggas sweating on you for the next 10 years, because that's about your runway. Baby, when you cross that 60 mark, oh, it's gonna get ain't no nigga gonna want to brag about knocking down a 60-year-old. So it's no, ma'am, no. That ship will sail and sink.
To a certain extent. I don't know. I mean, I haven't had great luck lately, but I do have to say I'm moving up on what it is that I'm looking for as a match. I've had some doozies. Yeah.
But it's just, I just love.
I've had some doozies. That means she has some niggas who hit and ran. That's what she means. She has some young niggas who just, they ghosted her. She has some young fellas who are like, oh, this is too much damn trouble. Let me go find me an Insta-thought. So I've had some doozies. I'll be damned. You know what that means.
Watching your life because you were modeling so many things, the next phase, how many versions of ourselves we can become at all ages in life, and how to build the life you want.
Yes.
Not the life that somebody told you you were supposed to have. And let me tell you, I told you this about the girls. And
how many versions of yourself that you can build? Michelle, what the hell are you talking about? And you're 61. What the hell is Michelle Obama talking about? How many versions of yourself you can build? What the hell man is looking for a chick who's still building a new version of her damn self at 50? This is what happens when you let post-menopausal women get together and babble. Tracee's sitting over there lonely, hung out to dry. Michelle Obama's sitting over there wishing she wasn't with Barack. And this is what the hell these two are circulating. As if they've got new and improved options at 50 and 60 years old. Do you hear this? They're talking as if they've got new and improved options at 50 and 60. They're talking as if they're still in the race. This is Michelle Obama egging her on. They're talking like they're still in the race, man. They're talking like they're still competing. Ain't nothing worth having knocking on Tracee's door. And they're talking as if they in competition for something desirable. And she's trying to, Tracee just got to tell the damn truth. The men in her age group, men who are built and are leading things out here and making stuff happen, baby, you are the last headache we're looking to have. You are the last type of headache that we're looking to take on. Get over there with them young boys. It ain't even worth the sex. It's like, okay, the effort it would take to get you, we can have something more fly and more agreeable. This what the hell? This is like watching the Golden Girls. That's what this is like. This is like watching the Golden Girls. If you go back and watch that TV show, what I'm saying is, and we all remember Blanche. So she was supposed to be the old sex pot on the show. And I'm just like, but ma'am, I mean, she talk a good game, but ain't nothing really fly happening over there neither. It was great for jokes and laughs, but she was bringing home some old dude with golf pants and a plaid shirt along with the rest of them. She wasn't bringing home nothing flies. No. This is what happens when women get old and start talking. Oh, you thought your grandmamas were bad. Take a look at this.
Tracee, just like, she mentors the girls. She's always there for them. But trying to make sure that I am not subconscious.
Well, she says that Tracee is mentoring her daughters. And I'm like, okay. Fools leading fools.
Sending them these messages about what their life should look like. Mm-hmm. Even like when you ask, are you dating anyone? I mean, that's something that we ask young people in their 20s. You know, the whole thing about weddings,
we talk a lot about that.
Yeah, it's just like
Why? Tracee Ellis, we talk a lot about that. Why? Why would they want to talk with you? Who the hell wants to discuss a wedding from Tracee Ellis Ross? What does she have to contribute? Tell me, what expertise and advice does she have to offer?
Pre-proposal and the bachelorette and the pre-honeymoon and then the 3 wedding dresses and have you thought about
the amount of money,
your 32 list items of who you want to marry, or are you more busy picking out your photographer?
Yeah, it's interesting, that whole, I hope that is starting.
3 wedding dresses, y'all? 3? To my married women in here, so y'all had 3 wedding dresses? I'm just curious. To the married women in here, y'all had 3 wedding dresses? You heard her. You heard what she said? 3 wedding dresses to my married women in here, formerly married. So y'all went to David's to go get 3 wedding dresses? 3? You need to have a conversation with your daughter about 3? Yeah, B1 Beauty Supply said that's 3 wedding dresses. That's a Nigerian wedding. Damn. Hell yeah, what'd you say, for all 3 wives? Is that what it was?
To dissipate
I hope
culturally.
so.
I really do. I think social media is perpetuating some of those things in a really big way. But I did dream of my wedding growing up. And that's not to say that I didn't dream of the bigness of my life, but I could have spent a lot more time dreaming of my life. And as much as grief does surface for me around not having children and not having a partner, I still wouldn't want the wrong partner.
That's a great point for people to hear.
This nigga, by the way, don't worry, I'm going to get to him too. Him sitting up here chipping in like he's got a damn thing to offer. I'm going to get to you in a minute here, bro. Because y'all, he actually kills it. On another video, this fool here, he doesn't kill it, he slaughters it.
Yes.
I'm not interested in that. You have to make my life better. It can't just be, I'm in a relationship to be in a relationship. So even though
you have to make her life better. Do you realize she's what my grandmama called a handful of gimme and a mouthful of won't? 52 years old and talking about gimme, gimme, gimme. You have to make my life better, baby. That nigga is making your life better if he's still there at 7 in the morning. He's making your life better if he returns your text messages, because the rest of us ain't. You got to make my life better. We ain't got to do a damn thing for you. Got to make my life better. And she's out here sleeping with 24-year-old gender fluid fellas. And then running up on you and me, fellas with the bag and fellas with the resources talking about, you got to make my life better. No, get that 24-year-old gender fluid fella to make your life better. Get him to do it. All this damn bluffing. She's sitting up here making all these idle threats and bluffing if she don't sit her ass down somewhere.
Grief does emerge, and that I'm not interested in that. You have to make my life better. It can't just be, I'm in a relationship to be in a relationship. So even though the grief does emerge and that comes and I hold that, I think of what I've done, and I think of, I woke up every morning trying to do my best. I didn't wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to mess this day up.
That's right.
So I must be where I'm supposed to be. And I don't know. Sometimes I think of all of the things I've done, the courage that I've had to have, and what I've had to learn how to navigate as a single person with no one to hide behind.
Yeah. Boy, I'm telling y'all, it's a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a thing. And Michelle Obama's brother, on another video, he tried to weigh in. I want to say it was on another video he tried to weigh in. He was talking to Tracee and them. I'm going to kick back to Michelle for just a moment here, and then we get to her brother talking. Y'all, hang on to your hats. Hang on to your seats when you hear this world-class foolery.
Or at least in our generation, you didn't get to dance if somebody didn't ask you to dance.
Helpful for other people.
Okay, let me back up to Tracee here, because they're talking about basically young folk and gender norms. So this is what the hell you got to be. You got to be half a ditty to be fooling with Tracee Ellis. Or Michelle, apparently. You had to be half a ditty to be fooling with Michelle. So at least finally she's starting to let the truth seep on out. Michelle, you just need to go ahead and just break it all down. Just let it all the way on out. Because at this point, right, baby, now, baby, you done dry snitched on yourself so much, it's not even a secret no more.
People like they don't or fourth, or they never figure it out.
I know.
It's just like
fascinating.
My technique for the second one I thought was pretty good.
I think that is really, I thought that was really helpful for other people to hear. The other thing I'm curious is that cultural, that men, it's timing? Or is it, I don't know, it's just nature or nurture?
Yeah. I think a lot of it is cultural, right? We grow up waiting to be chosen, At the school dance, you don't get to dance, or at least in our generation, you didn't get to dance if somebody didn't ask you to dance.
And
now here's the crazy part here. Michelle Obama talking about at the dance, we were waiting to be chosen. That ain't the way it works for the real fly chicks, Michelle. Damn. I mean, Michelle, you're telling on yourself, baby. For the fly chicks, they already had dudes trying to holler. So it wasn't nothing like this. It wasn't nothing like this. It really, really wasn't. So she's letting you know. She is letting you know exactly what that is right there. So you had to wait to be chosen. No, actually, Michelle, that's not the way that works. That's not the way that works.
And if you are the chooser, then men are like, you're aggressive.
Oh my gosh, there wasn't any choosing.
Well, now for my generation.
Yeah.
I don't even know my generation for me.
Yeah.
Can I give you just a little bit of a different?
Now, here comes this nigga here. Can I give you a little bit of, bruh, there's just zero chance. There is no chance whatsoever that anything you're going to say is going to have any pertinence, relevance, or anything else. No chance whatsoever that this is going to work out well for you. None. Of all the people who don't need to say nothing, he at the top of the damn list. Well, folks, he weighs in. Now, all I can say is some people should know when the hell to shut the hell up. He doesn't. And listen to what he has to say.
Now for my generation.
Yeah.
I don't even know my generation. For me.
Yeah.
Can I give you just a little bit of a different thought process behind it?
That's why you're here.
Imagine as a 17-year-old and you're walking into a sock hop, which I just use for effect, but a dance,
but there are a lot
party.
Of kids going, what is
What's
that?
What
are your socks have to do with anything?
Yeah. You go, but we used to have these sock hops, or it's a school dance. So imagine.
What? Nigga, please. What?
People. Did this big milk dud looking nigga really sit up here and talk about a sock hop? Did he really interrupt them so that he could butt in, so that he could let y'all know about the sock hop? Do my Humpty ears deceive? Did y'all hear the same damn thing I did? So when he finally decides to speak up and interject, his contribution to the conversation is to say, by the way, for all you young females out there and whatnot, you know, at the sock, the men would be asking you at the sock hop. Sock hop, people. I could say many things. I could say many things. I could say many things to you. But man, oh man, you heard that right there. This fella, after everything else you've heard, he interjects with tales from the sock hop. When I was in school, we had sock hops, and I got enough damn sense to know not to say it. I'm from Louisiana, and actually back when I was in school, we actually did have sock hops in elementary school when I was elementary school age. By the time I got to high school, that was been gone even for them. And what I'm saying is in the year 2025, he wants to talk to all the young women's out there about what they should expect getting chosen at the sock hop.
Party.
Kids going, what is
What's
that?
What are your socks have to do with anything?
You go, but we used to have these sock hops, or it's a school dance. So imagine you're 17 years old and there's a bunch of girls in there, and you go ask somebody to dance, and they say no, thank you.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Okay, but that was most males' experience while Michelle Obama is sitting up here talking about some fantasy island of you waiting to get chosen. And then he just sat up here and proved you weren't waiting on the fellas you wanted to get asked by. That's what you were waiting on. It wasn't that you were waiting to get chosen. You were waiting to get chosen by the men by the fellas you actually wanted. And that continues for the rest of your life. So no, these things don't happen easily. It doesn't happen like that. So for those of you who didn't actually hear what the hell was going on with that damn interview with Tracee Ellis Ross, I'm like, oh man, if all you heard was that one, you didn't hear the half. If all you heard was that one, you did not hear the half. You really, really didn't. Oh, there was foolery of every stripe going on there. Tracee was making a straight up ass of herself. She was making a straight up donkey of herself. Wasn't nothing you could say to that right there, boys. She was making a straight up fool of herself the whole damn time. So if you're listening, that's all the hell you got. That is all the hell you got from it. However, you might disagree. Therefore, we've gone ahead and opened up the Zoom here. I've gone ahead and opened up the Zoom. Let me go ahead and pin this to the top of the chat. I would like to ask somebody to call in for me, though. There's one person here tonight I would like to speak to. Bella. Hello, Bella rings. Jason Black is ringing you up.
Alrighty then.
Hit me up on Zoom, Bella. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. They get scared. Other folks have to be worried about that, not Bella. So, Bella, go ahead and hit me up on Zoom. Don't get scared. You're not in trouble. But give me a holler. I know we are up way late tonight here. I had some things going on. We're up way late tonight here. We got a lot of folk in here for this hour, though. So, folks are digging the formula. They're digging the formula here. Tracee Ellis Ross has just yet again reminded us of exactly what the hell happens when their heads are swollen beyond all recognition. You can't help them. You can't do anything. She's just reminding you everything you hate about those females. She's just reminding you everything you hate about it there. She's 52 years old talking about her power and her leverage. She's 52 years old leading with her sexuality. Think about that for a few moments. 52 years old, leading with her sexuality, leading with hot and heavy, leading with reproduction. So what she's letting you know is that that's all she's really got to offer you. And hers is long in the tooth and withered on the vine. And what she's showing you is that, by the way, when it all comes down to it, all she's really got to discuss with you is sexual access. She's talking about you have to be able to contribute to her. You have to be able to build up her. She's not talking about a damn thing she's going to build up with a man. She isn't saying a word about what she's going to help you build up. You know, because if she could, then what she would be doing is talking to some young black dudes and she would be getting them built up. If Tracee Ellis Ross, after all these damn years, could build a man into anything or help a man to build something, she would grab one of them 24-year-old, 25-year-old dudes and she would build them up. She would show them how to get on. She would be able to show that and introduce them to that. She's not doing it. She isn't doing it. So it's not because she doesn't have opportunity. She's got ample opportunity. Well, if you're so, Tracee, if you're so capable and you can do all these things, then get your happy ass over there and show one of these young dudes your value and what you can build and what you do and what you can contribute, because all you talked about was what a man can do for you. You didn't say a word about what your contribution is and what you contribute to a man. And here's the killing part, Tracee. Everything you named, anything that you named from yourself, he can get it better from a younger female. So why would he sit up here and spill all that on a chick who's going to give him a far worse rate of return if she gives a rate of return at all? If she gives you any rate of return whatsoever. What is she going to offer, man? Let's be clear, Tracee. If you was really that hot chick like that, you're a world traveler. Just like your mama. Tracee Ellis Ross is a world traveler. Tracee Ellis Ross has global access. Tracee Ellis Ross is not confined to the United States of America and certainly is not confined to black men. So she's got access to the entire planet of males. And what she's telling you is that out of a population of almost 3.5 billion, ain't one in there who can do something for her who wants to fool with her. Now that's what she's telling you. An entire planet of men that she could deal with, and ain't one trying to fool with her. Not for real, for real. Ain't a one trying to mess with her. Now that is a devastating commentary to have. That is a devastating commentary to have. She can't blame this on black men. She can't blame this on America. Truthfully speaking, she can't even blame this on her age group. Tracee, the only common denominator is you. The only common denominator is you, Tracee. You have access to a globe full of men. What's the hang up, baby? You want to talk about gender fluidity and liberal attitudes? Do like your mama and go get a white man from Europe or something. Nothing's stopping you. You got access to men all over the place. You want fellas who are more gender fluid? Whole continent of them over there in Europe. Go get you one. Hell, go get you a couple. I'm going to jump over here on Zoom. Where is Bella? Bella, where are you at, ma'am? Don't be scared. Jason just wants to holler at you for a moment. But Bella, where are you? She was all in the chat room and whatnot there. Where is Bella? No, I don't want to talk to you about Michael, Bella. I don't want to talk to you about that. Somebody find Bella for me right quick. She hiding from me. Tell Bella, come on out. Ollie Oxenfree, come on out, Bella. Let me go ahead and jump over here on Zoom. Okay, we got Don here on Zoom. He's up late out there on the West Coast. Don, wake up, sir. You're not. Okay, we can't wait all night for you, Don. Okay, Don is fighting with this newfangled technology, y'all. Don is fighting with this newfangled technology. All right, we're going to give Don another half a minute here. Don, what are you doing, bro? You done slowed my whole damn program down.
Hello?
Okay, Don, wake up.
Hey, brother. You know, I just clicked on the link, and it brought the audio in.
Okay, you're on, Don. What's on your mind, brother?
We have to look at the whole thing. The whole thing is a joke. Michelle Obama and her milk dud brother. This is a joke. Listen, she wouldn't be able to do what she's doing if the man she married wasn't a CIA farm raised and bred individual. From his mama and his granddaddy and his daddy. These were all CIA operatives, which when you get the insight, they were all a part of the U.S. AID. And this is how they work. That soft power. See, you don't have an Obama quote unquote black president unless all this is orchestrated. Now, you needed this ninja in place to fulfill a certain portion of the agenda. Ninja, first of all, I need you to disrupt Sudan. Next, I need you to jump over into Iran and destroy that.
Nigga, what?
And then next, nigga, what I need for you to do is go destroy one of the most pristine ornaments on display of melanated ability and capability. I need you to take yourself and that witch over there and destroy. First of all, I need you to obliterate them in the media. That's right. I need you to get all your little raccoons on page to destroy this honorable man, to discredit him, to libel him. I'm seeing a play right now. This is why Burkina Faso is at a level 4 terrorism, because we're seeing a play being unleashed by four-star generals like Langley to say that, oh, they're stealing the gold from for the protection of this regime. This is nigga coon play, and I'll have none of it. As a Burkina Beat ancestry, I will have none of it. You coons, you niggas on motherfucking notice right now. Langley and all you coons, you niggas is on notice. I didn't mean for it to go this way, but I'm finna get it. You motherfuckers, leave our people alone. Leave us alone. You motherfuckers are dying on the vine. And bitch ass mango looking motherfuckers like you know who, leave us the fuck alone. Motherfucking Sahel is rising and pointing the direction. It's over for y'all. Y'all ain't got shit. We got everything. So, all you Western powers with your little guns and bombs, keep it pushing. Kick rocks. Leave us alone. And let us do our thing. Because your propaganda about, oh, they killing these people, no. That ain't what's happening. And we already know this is how you get down. Everything that you're propagandizing, that's the same old playbook. We done with it. We're done with it. Our people are rising all around the globe. Your people are diminishing. Your population, percentage-wise, is non-recoverable. You're done. Our people rise.
Thank you very much for giving us a call. Somebody said 420 is here. Somebody said 420 is here early. All right, 420 got here a day early, y'all. Is that what happened? Hey, who put these gifts up on my put them damn things up on my page? Who did that? Bella, where is Bella? There she is. Bella, I'll whoop your ass for I'll whoop your ass for being late. Oh, she fighting with the newfangled technology too. I'll be damned. Oh, there you go. No, ma'am. Oh, where's your microphone at? It says she got audio. I don't hear you. You got earphones. There you go. Okay, I think you got it now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hi, Jason.
This is all your fault, Bella. What
did I do?
What we just endured, that was all you. That was nothing to do with me, and that wasn't him. If you had done what I asked you to, we could have avoided that. So it's... Oh,
dude. What was I supposed to do, sir?
You were supposed to hurry up and get on Zoom. That's what the hell you were supposed to do. So you didn't do that.
Well, Jason, I've got children.
Okay.
And I need to deal with them, so.
Oh, Lord. Anyway. All right. Listen, that's what happens, y'all. As soon as you find somebody with some sense, they want to introduce you to their husband or their kids. What? And this is what's wrong with the world right now. This is what's wrong with the planet right now. Every time you find the right one, she's like, hello, meet my kids. All right. Take a look at my husband over here. What the hell? Tracee Ellis, I'm available. Damn. So in any case, ma'am, the reason I wanted to talk to you is because, of course, on your channel, you do have some advice to give here. So Miss Tracee Ellis Ross Miss Tracee Ellis Ross would like to regale us with her exploits and her advice. And I was curious what you thought of it.
Well, unfortunately, I just logged onto your broadcast a little bit late, so I didn't hear the entire conversation, but I have seen many of the, timeline information in terms of what people think in general. But I think, honestly, Tracee Ellis Ross is a lost cause. I think she's been a victim of being an attractive or pretty woman, particularly during her girlfriend days. My father watched Girlfriends, so I saw her face often on TV. And I think that possibly due to the things that she's seen her mother go through, in addition to, of course, her personal experience, I think it's been just a mixture of series of unfortunate events, and along with possibly her arrogance and with being pretty, beautiful, with her fame, with whatever her lifestyle brings, I think she has made poor decision after poor decision, along with no one telling her, like, hey, girl, get yourself together. You're not going to be this young your entire life. You're possibly choosing wrong. I just think, like I said, Jason, there's been a mixture of bad advice and poor choices that has ultimately landed her at the point where she is today.
Yeah, somebody in the chat room says she's not pretty, she's just light-skinned. That's a subjective opinion. Anybody who gets on television, you have advantages because, they're always going to make sure they get you from the right angle, or at least you're going to be shown from your best. So that's all a relative thing. However, she looks better than that chick down there at the barista down there at your Starbucks. But you make a good point, because think about her life. Certainly, I think it was like she changed her name or something to go after her father or something like that when she was younger. I was reading something that said that. So definitely she didn't want to be in Diana Ross's shadow. I can understand that to a certain degree. However, think about being her. So she grew up, she wasn't no middle-class black chick. She wasn't some middle-class black kid. You're Diana Ross's daughter, for goodness sake. You have a name. The press knows who you are, so you're going to be immediately recognizable. You're obviously been sitting in show business, so guess who was behind that? And what I'm saying is, once she actually, most of the Nepo babies don't really get any traction. Well, she did. She was actually able to get signed to something, and it was actually moderately successful. Well, what does that tell you? Well, she's not devastating on the eyes. She's in good shape. She's articulate, a number of other things. And what I'm saying is that, to dovetail off what you said, from an early point in life, she's got men lying to her. From an early point in life, that's what it's going to be. And that's what it continues to be today. They're going to smile at you because they're looking to get something. So imagine spending your whole life like that people are lying to you. Everyone around you is lying to you. They're telling you how nice you are, how great you are, how wonderful you are. They don't have a cross word to say to you because you're Diana Ross's daughter who wants to get sideways with you. You could be useful one day. So no one actually is honest with you and levels with you until you can no longer do anything for them. Now they start talking to you different. The men that you grew up with, that you thought one of them was going to take you off the rack, now you're of that age and none of them are offering you anything. Well, they don't have to pretend anymore. Back when you could have got them on a TV show or something, yeah, they were pretended. Now they don't have to do it anymore. Now they can just let you know what they really think. And what they really think is you're not worth calling back. And
precisely,
where do you think that gender fluidity thing's coming from? What do you think? What do you think she means by that?
Well, I was kind of in and out, so I didn't necessarily hear that.
Well, she said that she said the reason why she likes dealing with younger men than older men is that younger men are not hung up on things like gender fluidity and women's norms. I'm like, okay, so you like dating fellas who are not hung up on gender fluidity? Now, I'm just curious. Can you explain some more, Tracee? But I was wondering from you, what do you think she means by that?
I don't know. It kind of seems like Tracee is a type of woman who prefers a man who she can control, who will allow her to do what she wants to do. So if she wants to be with him for a month, she can be with him. But then if she wants to test what other men or others have for her, she could go and do that and then possibly come back to her. I'm not too sure, like I said, on the entire context, but like I said, it seems like she wants to just play rather than have a serious relationship with a man. And so I just think that's possibly where that comes from. Honestly, I think she's scared. I don't think she's seen or been in, or like I said, has truly seen up close what a good, healthy relationship is and what it looks like, nor does she want to put in the work to be a better woman or to become a better woman even in that relationship. So I think she's afraid, Jason. That's really what comes to mind more than anything. I think she's afraid. I think that's where a lot of women are, no matter what their age is. They're afraid of what a true, good, healthy relationship looks like, nor, like I said, do they want to put in the work to actually become that better woman. Because, there's a lot of fear mongering, as we've seen online, in terms of, oh, you have to do this for a man, or you're going to wake up and not recognize yourself, when really you're supposed to change and become a better person and better woman in a relationship. And many women are afraid of what that would look like.
That's interesting you would say that there, because I don't think any part of her conversation indicates that she thinks that a man can improve her. That's what I was saying. Everything she says about what a man can do for her and what a man can give her. Okay. But she's not looking to be led. So if she's not looking to be led, she's not looking to be improved. And if you and I talk like that to her, she would be offended. She'd be like, I can improve myself. If there's anything to change, I take care of it. I don't need a man to change me or improve me. Well, then that's why you by yourself, because you don't need a man. Sounds
it's
like you
goddess
need a woman.
Complex. Yeah, that's what I said. Or who else, what man to bring or what someone else would bring, such as a woman. I certainly see that. I think it's a part of that goddess complex. But in my opinion, I could be wrong. You've got a different perspective, but I do think a lot of where that goddess complex comes from under that is fear. And so that's kind of where I was touching on. And it's cope, essentially. It's a lot of cope. But I think at the core, or at the bottom, or the center, or the foundation of it is a lot of fear of the unknown, because it's what she can control. She can control who comes into her life if she's abrasive, if she, quote, doesn't want to settle, or, I don't need anything from a man. I can do all these things for myself. I just, want a companion and all of this. I think a lot of it at the core of it is fear, and on top of that, or before that point of control, or excuse me, fear is control. She wants to control everything because she fears the unknown. So I think that's, again, I could be wrong, but I think that's a part of where that could come from. And I think there hasn't been the right person to really tap into that point or into that part of her conscious or subconscious to really try to help her out of it. But there may be no point of return unless she decides to become religious at some point of her life, because I think she's been like this for so long. It would be a really, really tough thing to break through, to get to, and to truly talk about, and for her to open up about.
I'm going to do something I usually don't do here. I'm going to be a little vague. What age range are you in?
Oh, I don't mind telling you. I'm 28. I'll be 29 in a few months.
Okay, she's 28 years old. So Tracee is, well, she's a little over, she's a little less than twice your age. But at 28 years old, when you hear females in their 50s talking like this, about their options getting greater or raising their prices as they get older, how does that sound to you at 28?
Delusional, unrealistic. It's different when someone like Tracee Ellis Ross says that versus a normal person, like myself, who doesn't necessarily have the fame and the fortune.
But what good is it? What good has that done her though? Even with that, having that, if you even consider that an asset, okay, she's got it, and how much of an advantage or an edge over you has it given her? Like when you take a look at her results, does she get, if that is an advantage or an edge, do we see it in the results she's getting?
No. Clearly not. No.
So if it is an advantage, she clearly don't know how to use it. So.
Precisely. And I think quite arrogant or a little bit difficult to deal with for any man, because clearly she hasn't been snatched up until this point. So it goes from what the men are or aren't doing to, okay, what's wrong with you? And I know a lot of women don't like to hear that. They don't like to think about that point, that point of view. But really, it's, okay, what's wrong with you if no one has taken you seriously or married you? I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I got to get in your business here for a moment.
Sure.
Are you married?
Yes.
Okay. Do you work?
No.
There's a reason why I asked that, because even at that point, you're 28 years old. Even right now, I'm pretty sure you got dudes, at least trying to wink at you and whatnot at 28. What's the oldest in the last 2 years? What would you say is the oldest male you've had try to shoot his shot at you? Wait a minute, is your husband sitting right there? I don't want to break up no marriages here, but just want to make sure it's not that kind of issue.
No, he's not right there, but he knows.
Oh, okay. Oh, he knows about this conversation, or he knows about the dude shooting his shot? Which one?
Both.
Oh, okay.
We're good. I would say probably around 40s. Not too sure how old, but probably a man around his 40s certainly has inquired, but.
And the reason why I say that is because now you're moving up to the age group of the men that Tracee would be hoping to get interest from. And that's what I'm saying, is that them dudes are they're willing to talk to a chick in her 20s. So Tracee has moved to over half a century old. And what I'm saying is, Tracee, your competition is literally half your age. Your competition, the men you trying to talk to, you talking about these younger dudes, okay, but the younger dudes are not going to take care of you. The men who can, they're willing to talk to 28-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 22-year-olds. That's your competition. So the question becomes, okay, do you think all that attitude and sass and conceit and me-ism and selfishness, you think there's a man out there saying, damn, I wish I could find a female who will tell me everything I can't do with her and everything I got to give her? I sure wish I could find that. With you saying not a word about what you're going to do for her. I don't think that she really understands that even you at 28, you're like, baby, the fellas you trying to talk to, I'm eligible for them. If I want them, I'm in competition. I could be in competition for them too. At least they're competing over here. They're not waiting on a 50-year-old to get her act together. They're not waiting on the 50-year-old to
100%.
get some act right. And I don't think that registers, not just for Tracee. I think for the average female over the age of 35, that's Tracee Ellis. Tracee didn't just start this nonsense at 50. She's been doing this now going on for the last 15 years. She's been talking this nonsense now. She's been talking like this for the last 15 years at least. At least. And she's getting older, but she's just getting more stuck in her ways. And now she's hanging out with Michelle and her husband. Well, okay, that's great. And the problem is, even if she did get a dude to marry her, here's the catch-22. It will not be the fella that she really wants to be with. Not the one that she envisioned. It'll be the one who'll take her, but it's not really going to be the guy she wants to be with. It's going to be something else.
I agree. I mean, it's unfortunate because we see this even in the women who are younger than myself, in my age group, a little bit older. Many women these days do not want to build with a man. They don't want to, inspire him to be a better man. They don't want to hop on his program. And I think that's also possibly where Tracee went wrong, because she neglected to get on a man's program who had ambition, who had plans, and was willing to stay on the train to go ahead and go toward those goals with him. And then now in her 50s, she, could be with that man who, I don't know, makes multi-millions of dollars or whatever she desires. She wasn't willing to go with a man toward, on that journey to be the man, to become the man that she wants today, because of her impatience. Maybe she thought she was just too fine to be with a man, in her 20s who wasn't at where she wanted to be. All of these things. I think when women have that sort of frame of mind, they're truly missing out, because not everyone's born into money, or, it takes a lot for a man to become this masculine, dominant, assertive, or whatever type of man you want to have out of a husband and the father to your children. It takes a man time to reach that, to become that sort of man. And I think a lot of women pull the short end of the stick when they, one, choose the wrong man, or just, like I said, just don't go on that.
Well, I don't think, I think the problem for
sad.
her is it's not going to be a situation where that's going to work, because no man is looking for a woman he's going to hand the keys to. He's not looking to build up and get himself in an authoritative position so he can hand you the keys. She's sitting there the whole time talking about, basically she spent that whole time to Michelle Obama talking about how she going to call the shots. And Michelle Obama got to the White House not talking about calling the damn shot. She certainly did not present herself to us in the public like that. She presented herself as the traditional housewife and got to the White House. She wasn't talking this garbage there. So Tracee is talking about running things. And the problem is, men ain't looking for you to run nothing. The type of man who, the one that she actually wants, or the one that she would approve of, isn't going to let her run him. He's not looking to build himself up so you can run things and tell him how it's going to be. And he needs to get with your program and make you comfortable. Your job is to make him comfortable. His job is to produce, and your job is to make him comfortable. And she's literally sitting there arguing about what she's not going to do. What I'm saying is, what man is looking for a ultimately disagreeable 50-year-old female? Not even a young chick with a runway in front of her. Not even a young chick who can give him a family. Why would you want to have a family with Tracee? But even a chick who biologically, what I'm saying is, you got all the marks against you. The things that are check boxes, yours got turned into X's. Now you're 52 years old. You are patently, blatantly disagreeable. There was nothing in there that the man was saying, damn, that's the kind of chick we want. She's sitting up here telling you about how she's going to be combative. And it's like, yeah, this is how you ended up where you are. And this is why you will stay where you are. And I hope that you and Michelle get along great, because the two of you will be spending a lot of time together. I'll let you have the last word.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yeah, I completely agree, Jason. I was saying, I think that's where she fell short in her younger years. But of course, especially no older man wants a woman in her 50s. I honestly think, but I think,
Oh,
you
no,
know,
no, 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 no. Let me correct that there. Because you
sure.
said an older man would not want anybody in his 50s. It is not so much about the 50s thing, even though there are obviously some glitches in there. I'm just saying, if you're a fella, for example, you're seven figures, you are in your prime, period. You're top of the game. And what I'm saying is, we don't ideally think of a 52-year-old female as at the top of her game. I'm just, for the things that we're looking for. We don't give a damn about Tracee's career. That's all she can offer. And you don't even have that anymore. We don't give a damn about your family. We don't give a damn about your pedigree. We don't care about any of that. Your show business pedigree, that's not a value added thing to us. Is it cool to have a chick you go out with that everybody recognizes? Well, sure. That's not a problem. But what I'm saying is, you can be damn me Angela Lansbury or Cicely Tyson and they recognize you. That doesn't say that what I'm saying is there's not $1 million of sexiness and presentation and femininity there. That's not it. That's the part. So yes. What she would care about, or what she's offering you, is the things that matter to us. She says she wants to fight you over. And the things that don't matter, she says she wants us to judge her for that. And that's where it gets bad. So the age thing, that's bad enough by itself. But what makes it completely irredeemable is that as women get older, they get set in their ways and the baggage becomes immovable. There's the problem. And even you can tell she's just carrying decades of baggage where she knows, ma'am, do you hear yourself talking? What man is sitting up at night looking at the ceiling dreaming of sleeping next to this for the next 40 years? Who the hell wants to grow old with this? So there's where it makes where the 50 age factor just becomes this huge multiplier of bad things. You already had this other bad stuff. Now when we put it in a 50-year-old's body, think about the most disagreeable 21-year-old you ever met. Now put all of that in a 50-year-old body. So she doesn't even have the prime sexiness edge anymore to at least offset this bullcrap we got to deal with. She doesn't even have that. What I'm saying is it's just all bad. It's just all bad. You're not a man, so one day you'll understand this. You understand it right now, but you're married. You may never find out now because you got married young, apparently. So you may never understand. But as a young female, you don't know what it's like for men to see you the way we see you. All you know is what you see in the mirror. You don't know what it's like to be a man looking at you. Now, that's what you don't know. Because what you think we're looking at isn't necessarily what we're looking at. As a female, you've all been conditioned, especially over the last 30 years, to believe we're looking at the size of your breast and slim waist and the size of your end. What you don't think about is that there are things that we notice that have nothing to do with that whatsoever. And I'm not just talking about a cute face. I'm talking about, we know a young female just by looking at her eyes. When you all are young, you have a light in your eyes. You have a light and a life and a lightness in your eyes, just the way you look. You don't look like some chick who been around and been through war zones and bunch of baggage and a bunch of fighting and messing over and 2 or 3 pregnancy scares and a couple of STD trips to the doctor and, you know, fighting some nigga's baby mama or his mama. You all don't have, when you're 21 and 22 and 23, you don't really have that. By the time you all are 35, oh hell, a decade in the workplace, few pregnancy scares or a few pregnancies, 10 failed relationships, you know, and that girl y'all don't want to talk about. What? You know, there's the guys and that girl that we don't want to discuss. When you was in that phase where, you know, I'm cool on men right now, and you got with the females, oh hell, back to the men. So, and your eyes change. You lose that light in it. You start looking surly. You start looking mean. You literally look like you've seen too much. And we can see that without ever talking to you. A young female who hasn't been run through the ringer has a light in her eyes. She has a joyousness in her eyes. She has a buoyancy in her eyes. A female who's been through it, we can see it immediately on your face. We can tell you, you can't lie to us about your body count. Your eyes are telling us. Hey, that's a body count eyes. Those are body count cheeks. Y'all don't understand. We can see that. And you're like, well, how did they know? How did they figure? Baby, we can see it. Just like you can tell if a man has genuine confidence. He can't really fake it. He's either got it or he doesn't. You've dealt with enough men who actually have it. So the ones who try to fool you with it and deceive you with it, you're like, he doesn't understand why it's not working. He doesn't understand how you all just shut him down. It's like, dude, you're not real. She can see the look in your face. It's nonverbal. So as a female, it's very difficult for y'all to see that. Tracee's got that look. There's nothing, her eyes are bugged out, but there's no light in it. That's not that light, joyous thing we look for. It's just, she just looks bugged out in the eyes. And all that says is trouble. Tracee Ellis is like another disagreeable thing, chicks in her age, like Megyn Kelly. Can you imagine getting divorced from Tracee? Could you imagine if you married Tracee for 8 or 10 years and then she decides she wants a divorce? She's going to drag you. She's going to drag you just because she can. She's going to drag you just to make it hell. She's going to drag you just to show you she's boss, just to show you that you didn't do things the way she wanted you to, and now you're going to pay the price. That's Tracee. And everyone like her. That's the issue. So it's not just the age thing. The age thing is the lock that goes on all those bad habits, because the age thing by itself is already a major issue. But then you pile on the rest. And it's just like, okay, you would just be disagreeable and unpleasant to be around, period.
Yeah, yes, I definitely understand. I was going to say, right after that, I was going to say, I think, and I'm a type of woman who believes if you truly want to change, you can. And so I was going to say, I think if women like her or Tracee herself truly works on her femininity, like the good stuff, her submissiveness, her being long-suffering and patient, and, about the joy thing, truly connecting to something that brings her joy, such as God, I really think that could make her a better person or girlfriend or whatever, she decides to do. But it doesn't seem like she'll ultimately humble herself in order to do those things. And that's unfortunate.
But that won't work. That concept you said won't work because you said, I hope she finds God. Here's the problem. She already thinks she's the goddess.
And yes. Mm-hmm.
So as far as she's concerned, she's like, find God. I already found him right here. I already found her and she's right here. That's what she would tell.
And that's the society we live in, Jason. Godless society. Everyone thinks that they're their own God. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and the problem with a God complex is you believe that everyone is here to serve you, as opposed to you here to serve other people. And that works fine if somebody's your fan and if somebody's your groupie. But we ain't looking to be, men in her age group, we ain't looking to be her fan or her groupie. We ain't looking for it. Them young cats, they'll be your fan, not us. Thank you very much for giving me a call tonight, Bella. We appreciate that, y'all. She got her courage together. She got her courage together. She said, Jason, don't drag me. I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Just wanted to check in with you on that. Just wanted to check in. Yeah, folks, look here. You can see how it goes. You can see how it goes. And here's the other thing. Here's the other inexcusable part of this. Michelle Obama sitting up here, damn me, co-signing.
Nigga, please.
There's the issue. Michelle Obama is the married chick in the room, been married for 3 decades, and she's sitting there co-signing this assery, knowing full well that that's not what worked for her. She's hearing Tracee sitting up here goofing off, and everything Tracee is saying is everything that Barack didn't want, and she's sitting up here congratulating Tracee, knowing that this didn't work for Michelle. Michelle Obama did not approach Barack Obama with all this damn whacked off energy. It didn't occur. And yet she's sitting there patting Tracee on the back. She's patting Tracee on the back and telling her what a great job it is. And, oh, you go, girl. That's right. You stick to your guns. You stick to your guns, Tracee. While Tracee is sitting there 52 and single, talking about all the dudes half her age who are putting her in the figure 4. Damn! Think about that for a few moments. So Michelle, unless you trying to join in, but then again, she's like, oh, they hot there. It's nice. Okay, sound like Michelle is, no wonder she don't mind Barack going to Europe by himself. She's like, good, let me get one of these young niggas over here for me. Let me get one of these YNs over here for me. Some folks in the chat room are saying that, well, it's the sisterhood. Y'all know I taught y'all that, the sisterhood of failure. But I think it's deeper than that. I just think it's that women like to see other women fail. Women who got their stuff together, a chick who's failing is no threat to you. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. A chick who's failing is no threat to you. You're a size 6, she's a size 16. You sitting up here steady taking her big ass to Haagen-Dazs. What? She's no threat. And you want her to, you're happy as long as the women around you are not a threat. So you're happy and content and satisfied, and you're at ease as long as the women around you are not a threat. So for Michelle to be 61, listen to me now. Michelle Obama is 61, listening to a chick a decade, quote unquote, younger than her. Think about that for a few moments. She's 61, listening to a broad almost a decade younger than her talk about how much fun she having getting hip tossed by dudes, young fellas half her age. What group of 60-year-old women are running around bragging that 24-year-old dudes are sitting up here having their way with them? Like that's something to brag about. Who are the 60-year-old females? Damn, I wish I was like you, getting run through in my 50s. But then again, I'm going to take it somewhere y'all ain't ready for. But then again, please remember that we have reached the age of the perpetual debutante syndrome. So the truth of the matter is, if I see one more dumbass sitting up here posting some 72-year-old vegan as if she's competitive or desirable for something, y'all need to stop that nonsense. Every time we turn around, the desperate damn sexual scavengers are sitting up here boosting some 68-year-old or 72-year-old as if that's something we really gonna get out of bed for and go running for. So no wonder females in their 50s or 60s are still trying to gauge their sexual desirability. and comparing themselves directly one-to-one in females in their 20s, because what Tracee Ellis Ross is telling herself is that if she's able to sleep with a 24-year-old, then that means that she is competitive with 24-year-old females.
Auntie, chill!
Please understand that. Just like a 24-year-old female, if she ever slept with a fella who makes $1 million a year, even if she's a strong 6, she tells herself that she is now eligible for men in the top 10%, even if she's a female in the bottom 50%. If she sleeps with one man who makes $1 million a year, she thinks now I'm $1 million broad. Well, guess what? Tracee Ellis Ross tells herself that if she can sleep with a 24-year-old man, she's competitive with 24-year-old females. She thinks that if she's got sexual access to a 25-year-old male, then that proves that she is competitive with 25-year-old females. And you can't tell her otherwise. And part of the reason you can't tell her otherwise is because janky ass old Michelle Obama is sitting over there co-signing. She's sitting over there co-signing. Knowing that. And Tracee is literally sitting there telling you it ain't working. I played for y'all Tracee literally saying, and by the way, it's not having a lot of success. So you and I heard that as well as Michelle heard it. She heard that as well as we did. So if she's still sitting there egging Tracee on, then most likely it's because the other side of it is Michelle probably sitting there saying, man, Tracee's old dumb ass, I ain't going to try to tell that heifer nothing. Tracee going to give me some content. I'm not going to sit here and argue with her. She 52 years old. 52 years old thinking that some dude trying to get a mixtape on is actually a viable option. Now, for the ladies listening to me here tonight, y'all all got a friend of yours that broad is so damn throwed off. You done told her the same damn thing 1,000,000 times. You just like, okay, let me just let them niggas have you. Since you can't be told nothing, every time she show up, you know what the hell she gonna say. Girl, Marvin is just giving me the blues. It's just... Oh, Marvin, look, I was down there at the junior college and, you know, Marvin is doing it again. And you're just like, oh, hell, here she come. And you're just like, man, I'm done arguing with her. I'm done arguing. I'm done trying to explain it to her. I'm done trying to wake her up. It's like, yeah, baby, you on your own. I'm not arguing with you at 52 damn years old. The last 10 of them niggas you were with didn't work out. I'm done lecturing you for number 11. Every female in here over the age of 40, oh, y'all are done lecturing your female friends of any age. You might tell that heifer once, but especially if she's over the age of 40, you ain't telling her nothing. Like this dumb heifer knows. If I know, she knows. To the females in here, if you don't argue with your female friends when they doing something stupid because you done told them enough times, give me the wristwatch emoji in the chat room. For the females, you don't even argue with your female friends. She say some dumb mess. She talk about these no good dudes she done laid up with and slummed with. And she coming back to you telling you for the 50th damn time about the next nigga that you know it ain't gonna work. All she doing is body counting out this damn world. Give me the wristwatch emoji. You have had enough of telling them anything. You don't tell them nothing no more. You know when she come up, you know it's gonna be some nonsense. You ain't telling her nothing. Like it's too many hours in the day. It's too few hours in the damn day for me to go through all this. She is on her own. She's on her own. For the females in here over the age of 40, you know damn well you ain't arguing with her. She say something stupid, you just let it ride, man. You just let it ride. You ain't fighting with her, arguing with her, trying to wake her up for the 50th damn time, especially if she's 50. Y'all tell me, to anybody in here over the age of 40, how many of you are arguing with the 50-something-year-olds in your family? I'm talking about in your family. I'm not even talking about random strangers on the streets, people at your job, acquaintances, some of your friends. Your family members. You ain't arguing with that nigga. He sit there at the damn table at Thanksgiving. Barack Obama, the best president ever. This man, look here. Pass the damn cranberry sauce.
And deal with it, nigga.
I ain't saying nothing, this dumbass. You done already explained to him what the hell done happened. Like, okay, enough of that. Some of y'all in your family, you got some of them black MAGA people. You got some of them black MAGA people. Donald Trump ain't bad right there. That's Trump right there. You know, he just kind of old right there, but he kind of cool, you know. That nigga, you ain't got nothing to say to him. What you gonna look like arguing with him? Problem with these young folks, they need to pull their damn pants up. Man, hand me the damn cornbread. Pass the cornbread, damn it. Move faster. Anything he say, you just sit there and be like, oh, that's, yeah, he right. Anything he say, you just nod your head. You don't give a damn what it is. These young folks need to pull the damn pants up right here. You know, Trump be right about some things. Man, look here. Hand me that damn turkey drumstick. Give me that drumstick and some gravy, damn it. And turn up the TV. The football game is on. The Thanksgiving Day football game. This nigga over here done turn that damn TV up. The more he talk, the louder you turn the damn TV up. And here you go. Emmitt Smith caught the ball, just you got the walls vibrating. I'm not trying to hear nothing this nigga saying. And cause you know he'll be the first one. The next time the police pull his ass over, that's the damn problem right now. These police just mess with me cause I'm black. Okay, last week Trump was great. This week, F the police.
Nigga, please.
So let me get this straight. Last week it was back to badge and go Trump. Soon as his ass get pulled up by the police or if he get fired from his job, all of a sudden he got the Black Panther jacket on. He playing NWA songs. He ain't even playing the right ones. He playing Respect Yourself. And parental discretion is advised. And he ain't even playing the ones about the police. He playing everything else. Yeah, talking about Chicago, and that's the problem right there. Them niggas up there in Chicago, man. Trump needs to send in the National Guard up there in Chicago. That's the problem right there, man. He needs to send that National Guard. It's like, okay. You're not going to argue with him. You're not going to give him you already gave him the stats and the information. You know, I was watching Fox News the other day. Man, if y'all don't hand me the damn rice and gravy, I don't want to hear a damn. I'm not talking to this nigga for nothing. Hand me the rice and the gravy. You're going to have half the damn turkey layout sitting in front of your plate. Matter of fact, so I ain't got to go down there at that end of the damn table. Let me get up right quick. All right, let me gather here. Okay, where is he at here? Hell damn it. I got this, get this pumpkin pie. Give me a big slice right now. Give me some cake. Grab that right quick. Some more rice here and that dressing. Grandmama's dressing be hitting. Let me take that with me. Okay. Here, do I gotta cook my own damn turkey? I need another drumstick in this bastard. Well, the breast's been soaking long enough. Let me go ahead and get that right quick. Get that together. All right, let me get all this here. You be looking like one of the damn servers at Olive Garden. You be looking like one of the servers at Olive Garden. You sit up here, you balancing all them sauces and plates on your arms and on your elbows. Okay, all right, let me go, because this is going to be the last damn time I come down on this end of the damn table. The kids trying to run around you and you trying to ease on down there. This will be the last damn time I go on that end of the table. Hell yeah, that would be me right there. Okay, let me get everything I'm gonna get now. Let the old women sit there with that nigga. I'm not arguing with him. Y'all know you dread it because one of your nephews, he went to college, but he got his head on kind of straight. So when the old nigga say something stupid, now your nephew tries to correct him first, and you think, oh God, no, nephew, shut up. Shut up, nephew. Damn. Don't get that nigga started. There is no correcting this nigga. Stop it. So it's the first time somebody say something, you want to jump up and smack them in the mouth. Stop. Shut up. This nigga been wrong since 1973. Forget about it. That's a wrap. This nigga was wrong back with Bert and Ernie. I was sitting there next to him. Forget it. You ain't gonna fix that. So for a lot of y'all out there, I think for Michelle, it might be that she's just done talking to Tracee. She's just like, whatever the hell silly Tracee say, Michelle just gonna say, oh yeah, girl, you sure is right. Cause she know there's no fixing Tracee. She knows there is no fixing Tracee. Tracee is stuck in her ways. Tracee over the hill. Tracee is reliable to see after their dogs when they go out of town. So it would kind of be a negative for them if Tracee did ever get her life together. If Tracee ever did get her life together and get a man, it would actually be an inconvenience for them. Like Tracee will come and she'll stay at your house and be house sitting. Yeah, so and she's actually simplifying their lives. She's actually simplifying their lives. But for all the females out there, you can listen to this post-menopausal babble if you want to. You can roll with that. Y'all know it's not working. It's not working. Listen, the bottom line is y'all get ready to work till the day you drop. It's going down. Talking about being in your 50s and talking about the leverage you have and you're looking for a partner. Listen to me. Ain't none of us trying to be your damn partner. This is a leadership, not a partnership. We are not trying to partner with you. Damn sure ain't trying to negotiate. We don't want to know what your program is. We don't give a damn what you say the roadmap should be. We thought the whole point of you coming over here is what Michelle was saying. Now listen to what Michelle said. Michelle said she wanted a man who, you got to have a man who knows what he wants and knows what direction he's going in. Tracee didn't say none of that. Tracee like, I know what direction to go in, and I need a man who can accommodate me, enhance me, do what I need to do, add to me. And that's not what a man gets a woman for. Yes, simply as a product of being with us, you'll be increased. But we're not here to say, okay, let me get the checklist of everything you don't have, everything you're not, everything that you gave to the 50 niggas before us.
And Deal with it, nigga.
You damn right I'm yelling it because ain't nobody telling it. We're not sitting here going over your damn life and making a checklist of all the screw-ups you made and everything you did wrong and trying to figure out how we can compensate you for what the last 40 niggas didn't do. Now you gonna present us with the bill, talking about what they didn't do and they weren't on and how they didn't make you feel. So you coming to me as if, okay, well, you know, I'm so glad you told me what they didn't do so I can make sure to let you know I'm a better man than that. Man, look here, you better go Rolodex one of them niggas, see if you can get them to answer the damn phone. We're not here to figure out what everybody else didn't do and then you're going to task us with compensating for that. That's how you looking for a desperate fella. A man who's got his act together and everything is in place. We ain't looking to do that. We're not trying to patch together no holes. We don't want to hear about how you got it so together and you so right. And we just need to respect how brilliant you are. If you're brilliant, that should be something that we just see. It's not something we got to talk about. And here's the killing thing about it. Even if you are brilliant, it's worthless if it can't be used for us. If your brilliance is only of a benefit to you and your employer, then you're worthless to us. Your brilliance is only an asset if it's something we can utilize, if it can be applied to us. If I can plug your brilliance in your brain into my program and it enhances that, now your IQ and all that other stuff you want to break your arm, patting yourself in the back for, now that's an asset. But if your brilliance is only of use on your career path, it's worthless. And Tracee Ellis Ross has gotten to 52 years old to figure out she ain't got nothing of value. She's going up to all the men in her age group because those are the men who provide, and I don't mean provide as in we give you food and shelter, provide as in we provide status, leadership, purpose, direction, a purpose bigger than yourself, a program to plug into, ways of the world you never thought of and couldn't think of because you're not a man on a mission. That's what she's supposed to be plugging into, and what she's letting you know is she's not suitable for it and she's not able to do it. 52. And all we gonna hear about for the rest, she's gonna go out like Cher. She's gonna go out like Cher and Madonna. Those are the females she really idolizes. And she's gonna go out like them. She's gonna go out like Toni Braxton. She's gonna get older. And it's just gonna be this really weird, nasty, creepy, cringe list of dudes who all took their turn. And it's not that her sexual history went away. It's just that the list got so damn long, nobody's keeping count anymore. So it's not that the body count ain't still running up. It's just like, oh, that list is so damn long now. Can't nobody catalog all that? Looks like her body count looks like the Library of Congress. Damn! No, females like Tracee don't do OnlyFans. They find one lonely fan to idolize her, but the problem is she's looking for a man who's going to pedestalize her. She's looking for a man who's going to make her the living end. She's looking for a man who is going to upgrade her. That's what she's looking for. And the men who can upgrade her aren't looking for her, nor for a female like her. That's the issue. Ladies, I need y'all to understand something here tonight. I need you to understand something here tonight. If ain't nobody explained it to you, I need y'all to understand, as men, and I've said this before, once we reach a certain age, we can't afford to be charitable with our time. All that a man knowing exactly what he wants and going exactly for it, Michelle, that's what attracted you to Barack Obama. Well, we ain't looking for a female to tell us what her program is. We ain't looking for it. That's not what we want. We're not looking for that at all. Not at all. Not at all. In the chat room, all I'm going to say is, if you got married to Birdman, do you call that a marriage? Nigga, please. After all these years, if the best Toni Braxton can do is Birdman, want to talk about Barack Obama? If you show me one more of these celebrity internet chicks who's with a dude who, is there a photo smooching another dude? What? I'm just saying. Fellas, there might be a lot of pictures of you out there somewhere. There might be a lot of pictures of you out there somewhere. It's better to have a mug shot than a kissing shot.
And deal with it, nigga.
Birdman? Okay, all right. Wait a minute now. Hold on. That's the photo to get rid of right there. That's the photo to pay somebody off for right there. Who got that? Oh, if somebody gave you the blackmail photo, nigga, pay. Nigga, pay up. Don't let that get out. Yeah. Extortion me ass. Pay this nigga. You do not want this going out. Please tell me where Toni is bragging about being married. Tell me where she bragging about that. Yeah, that's right, Shawty. Get that right here, baby. You know, I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. Baton Rouge, you know what it be. New Orleans, you know what it be, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. That's right. When I met Toni, I just told her, come here, get your ass over here, broad. Bet you I can pull the broad. Bag up, Wayne. Get out of the way. So please understand, please don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. I know it's very easy to get confused. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. No, you ain't gotta believe nothing. Don't gotta believe nothing. No, just keep hanging out with Tracee. Keep hanging out with Tracee. Keep telling her the body count ain't gonna bog you down. Just keep saying that. Alanda. Damn. Hello, Alanda. See, y'all, I told you Alanda was gonna be back. Alanda was like, damn, I hate that Jason, but I like Jason, but I hate him, but I like him. She been conflicted now for about a week. Alanda been conflicted now for about a week, but then she finally decided it's a tried and true tradition. She didn't join the ranks up in there. She's like, all right, let me open the door and let this nigga back in. She said, let me let this nigga back in. Jason done upset me, but let me let him back in right quick. So Yeah, she had to think about it for a minute there. She was like, I ain't never gonna fool with this nigga again ever in life. He got me out there on Front Street. I'm never gonna fool with him again. And she gave it a week. She's like, I do like his voice, though. The rest of these niggas is lame. He actually got some insights. Okay, well, I ain't gonna fool with everything he said. I'm gonna tune in to him for about 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, just 10, 15 minutes, then I'm gone. I'm gonna tune in to Jason for about 10, 15 minutes. I ain't gonna fool with all of those bull crap he be saying. Jason be going overboard. Now, I'm not gonna have you disrespecting women. I'm not gonna have you disrespecting women, Jason, putting folk in the spot. I ain't gonna have you doing that. So, I'm gonna just listen to him about 10, 15 minutes, and it's late. I got things to do. I'm gonna be gone. I got to go. Feel like Dave Chappelle. Gotcha! And she back there. Next thing you know, it's an hour and a half later. She done told the kids to quiet down in the back. Jason started telling a couple of jokes. Oh, Jason snagging with them jokes. She like, whoa, he said she couldn't get pregnant except with a face hugger from Aliens. And she started laughing. She's like, this nigga is crazy. He said a face hugger from Aliens couldn't get Tracee pregnant. Where does he come up with this stuff? Now they listen in longer to see what the next thing gonna be. Next thing you know, it's 2 hours. And they be like, damn, I hate he's so good at this. I hate him. I ain't gonna tell him, but damn. Another day in the life of I'm the nigga they love to hate. So, at least she's not in the vehicle. Damn! So at least that part is helpful. At least she's not behind the wheel of anything. So, I'm figuring I'm pretty much safe right there. She can throw money in the super chat. At least she's not behind the wheel or nothing. So, if it gets that far along, I'm in real trouble. Ladies, please get it through your heads for the 21st century. From 99 clean through the 2000s. Get through your heads, ladies. This is the new way under the sun. This is what it's gonna be. Stop telling yourselves that you're gonna get in your 40s and 50s and find a man who's looking to get on your program, looking to fight with your baggage, looking to hear all of this mysticism and supernatural gobbledygook. Man, give it a rest. And the shaming tactics don't work. That's not gonna happen. It used to be a time that if a black man was over the age of 40, you could shame him for hollering at a 20-something-year-old. The internet changed all that. Oh, them old niggas, the internet changed all that. Once they got to see, it's like, damn, there's a little fly little thing look like. It's like, oh, hell. He's like, I forgot what that was like. I forgot how that felt. Her skin feels like happiness. What? Oh, y'all, her skin don't feel like sunshine. Her skin feels like happiness and dreams. I remember what I was when I got that GED. Auntie, chill. Like, yes, I'll be damned. Being with this 50-year-old battle axe over here, I forgot what it's like to be with something young with a light in the eyes and the future. Oh, man. She made me want to go back to school and make something of myself. Yeah, when she come pull up there, she remind me back in the old days. She made me want to go. She made me want to go get this Perkins loan so I can go back to school and make something of myself now. Now I got some motivation. Yeah, it's a nigga, something got to match. Look like I can get some ambition now. Can you imagine Tracee Ellis Ross giving you some ambition? Can you imagine that? That would just be weird. Let's not do that. Let us not do that. Yeah, boy, can you imagine a 52-year-old motivating you just because she walked out? I don't give a damn if it's Jennifer Lopez. What's she motivating? No. Fellas didn't have access. They forgot what it was like. They're sitting in their city. People know them. They go into the church. They worry about folks clucking about them. The internet allowed these old niggas to chase little young gals without the judgment. It allowed these old niggas to chase some little young gals without the judgment. Once fellas figured out they could do that, the problem is they became tricks. Damn! Now there's the problem. These old niggas, they found out they could chase some little young gals, but then they started becoming tricks. This nigga looked like Uncle Ruckus. He's trying to holler at some chick who's trending on Instagram. All he can really do is get on her Twitch stream and throw some dollars. He doesn't get the real fly when he gets somebody's single mama. She got him picking up the kids from Little League, paying at Red Lobster. You want to know why it is that other niggas, hey, for you fellas who do that, you want to know why it is that she thought she could make you pay for her and the kids? It's because these old niggas do that. Old niggas don't think nothing of that. Oh, they'll pick up the whole damn minivan. Damn! Oh, it looks like a daycare. Them old niggas hop out. You think that's their grandfather? The old niggas will hop out. I mean, they'll load up the whole damn car. It looks like a damn daycare when they come rolling up to Red Lobster, man. Oh, man, it's bad. When they come through, ain't nothing you can do with it. It ain't nothing you can do. All you can do is just sit there and be like, I'll be damned. So no wonder that she's sitting up here looking at you like you crazy. What you mean you can't pay for little Larry and Mike and Steve? I mean, you know, she didn't, like, for me, a female has gotten too comfortable with me when she throw her feet up on the dashboard. It's like when the feet go up there, I'm like, oh hell, she thinks she own it. Oh, ladies, and y'all don't even think about the airbags deploying. They get too comfortable when their feet go up on the dashboard. Some of you fellas, they get so comfortable they walk out the damn house with all their kids. Oh, you were talking about going on a date? She'd come out walking each of them out. You know, a little thing where she adjusts his little butterfly collar? Because she knows she can run you. She's like, okay, she just gonna bum rush your damn car, so here they come. And she know you ain't gonna say no. What do you think happened? One of these retired military niggas, one of these retired water department niggas, one of these retired old school janitors. Damn! Come on now. He done messed up the game, and here they come running up on you talking about what you gonna do. So, yeah, they got access, but they done fumbled the ball. They done fumbled the ball. Hey, Ayo, now you say that, but if she got her kids in the back seat, they playing with the climate controls for the rear. You sitting there trying to talk to their mama? Them little bastards back there adjusting the climate control, got the damn fans going off behind you. 1 minute you're sitting there and then you hear the damn fans come on in the back. Hey, how many of you niggas let these women bring their damn Xboxes in your Navigator? How many of y'all done did that? You got the screens in the back. I have never turned on my infotainment screens. I've never done it. I've owned a bunch of vehicles, never turned on the rear infotainment screen, the rear screens on the rear headrest. I've never turned them on. I can't even tell you how to do it. The damn car salesman would probably shoot me dead if they knew I paid for all that stuff and never even turned it on. But some of you fellas, y'all let these chicks, the kids be running out the damn front door with the Xbox in their hands. She's sitting up here trying to distract you with a conversation. You're like, what the hell going on behind me? They back there talking like they work for Best Buy's Geek Squad. Where's the HDMI? Next thing you know, they on Xbox Live and they got their joysticks going and you like, what the hell? I mean, all you hear is Tekken going on back there, and Fortnite or whichever one. They done turn your damn car into the damn arcade. You got the new BMW 7 Series with that big long screen for the back seat. The kids are so happy. It's like, finally, they brought that back to the BMW. And sitting there, what? Hell yeah, G-Love said, what's the Wi-Fi password? Damn! What's your Wi-Fi? Nobody wearing their seat belts. And she's sitting up there trying to talk to you in the front seat like you don't recognize what's going, like ain't nothing going on behind you. Yeah, how do you think you got in this mess? How you think you got in this? Oh, trust me. And some of you dudes, oh, what I just gave you was light work. Oh, some of you niggas made plans to go to Disney World. Damn. Six Flags. What? Universal. Nigga, what? Oh, some of y'all made plans for that and got dive bombed at the last moment you went to go pick her up and here they come. Or worse, you came to the airport and it's like, wait a minute. Oh, man. Red Lobster's downright cheap now. It's like, oh, you trying to pay for day passes? Wonder how we got here because there's some old dude out there somewhere. It's some old dude out there somewhere. That's what they did with their access to younger chicks. They blew up the game. They tricking off everything. They turned it into a damn auction. Them old niggas show up and all they leave with is their wallet. That's it. That everything is pay for play. Then you show up talking about ain't nobody tricking, making me into a trick. And she's like, that's too bad for you. That's too bad for you. Some say Jezebel. What you talking about? Y'all, some say Jezebel. What are they talking about? I don't know what you mean. Some say Jezebel. What does some say Jezebel talking about? How old is who? How old is who? Y'all, who is some say Jezebel referring to? I don't know who you talking to. Some say Jezebel. Who you talking to? Oh, no. I thought I was over for the evening, but wait a minute. Back it up. Some say Jezebel. You found the right place for it. We trying to figure out who you talking to. Don't be scared now. Y'all, they real bold. They throw a few dollars to us, but don't be scared. Come on now. I'm trying to figure out what the deal is. Some say Jezebel. What you trying to say? I'm trying to figure out something.
Can you feel me?
Come on now. Some say Jezebel, you done dummied up on us now. There's no time for that. You had plenty to say a moment ago. I'm trying to figure out who are you? What are you referring to? Who we talking to? Because the man right here. The man right here. So I mean, if you, I don't know who you're directing that at, but the man right here. So there's no reason to hide out in the chat room. Come on over and let's holler. Please understand, I am not like anybody else on YouTube or the internet. I'm not them. Please, you can talk to me with absolutely no waiting. None whatsoever. I can make it happen for you. So where is some say Jezebel? Where she asked a question and doesn't want to answer? Where y'all find these niggas at? Anybody ever wants to ask me a question, I give you direct hotline. There is no reason to delay. Direct hotline, plug in. So when I see folk ask questions, I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. No, I'm not one of these other folk. Oh, I'm not anybody else like that. You ask a question, whoa, front of the line. Ooh, I didn't know you were going to do that. No. No, you can get straight through. Straight through. All you do is sit back, smile, and dial one click, and you own. You know what really happens? They think I don't read that stuff. He ain't paying no attention. Let me make a slick dish right quick. Okay, so I'll be there. That nigga watching. That nigga looking. My baby daddy don't be seeing things. That nigga wouldn't see an elephant walking through the living room. This damn Jason be seeing punctuation. That's what happened, y'all. Hang out with a bunch of slow people. You hang out with a bunch of people who are not perceptive. They don't see anything. And then you end up around somebody like me. It's like, this nigga see everything. He is observant. You heard me say that? Well, you saw that? I'm damn. Now she like, oh, I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that, Jason. I ain't mean it like that. Now, I hope they don't think they're trying to stick up for the 50-something-year-olds. I hope that's not where you think you're going with it. It's not going. That's not as strong of an argument as you tell yourselves. Remember, folks, I'm that guy that taught the world how to respond to that. You never been married, never had kids, so how can you talk about marriage? I'm the guy who did that. There it is, AO. I'll throw it up there for her. I'll post it up for a few minutes. She hadn't said anything in the chat room, but there's the Zoom link right there. Where you at? Somebody scare her up. Where's she at? They're asking questions. They say they want to say something. As soon as I go ahead and say, hey, center stage. Hand her a microphone. Let's start this cipher. As soon as I say that, she's like, oh, wait a minute. I got a nail appointment. Oh, Jason, you caught me on a bad night. I got to put the kids to bed. Okay. Really? They got plenty to say right up until I say, hey, holla at me directly. Then they don't got nothing else to say. Come on, ma'am. Some say Jezebel, where you hiding, baby? I can't wait on you all night. I know they're used to fellas sitting up here waiting on them all night, baby. I can't do that. Come through. You're making yourself look bad. You're making yourself look bad. First, you was acting like you was about that life. She was acting like she about that life. Soon as she said, I'll be damned, the nigga saw me. Oh, well, let me take the night off. Come on now. Not gonna wait on you all night now. We gotta go ahead and do some things here, so not gonna do it all night. All right, y'all. Looks like she done punked out on us, so it is what it is. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust, but that's all right because I got some real riders out here. I got some real riders. Top of the list tonight is my man A.O.
I told you all that I was the greatest of all time. I told you today I'm still the greatest of all time.
Shout out here to my man A.O. He said, you saved me. All right, brother. Probably saved yourself a little bit there, to be totally honest, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Project Leroy, Jason strapping us with the business. Absolutely here. Dark Side Blue said, you need to be colder, Jason. He said, I'm not hardcore enough with it. 18 to 22 is young. 23 to 27 is pushing it, but doable. 28 to 32 is too old. Too old for what, brother? Anything older than 32 is way past expiration date. I'm 36, by the way. Disclaimer, I'm from Cali. Might be different in other states. California got some standards, so if you're on point in California, you got some standards. If you're on point in California, you got some standards, so you might be able to push that hard line. In California, you got to push the hard line, though, man. Y'all got to push it. Out there, the chicks in California are so flagrant. Every one of them thinks they're going to be a star. They think they're going to get some chic to take them on. Every one of them does that. So it's in California, y'all got to stay stomped down with it. You got to stay stomped down with it. You got to do that. Shout out to my man Jean, also here tonight. I want to send a shout out to everybody here who's contributed to support tonight's program on PayPal, Super Chat, Venmo. Shout out to all of you. You are the real MVP. If you are new here to the business, welcome to the program that all your favorite YouTubers love to hate watch. Click that red subscribe button. Click that yellow notification bell. Join us each and every time that we're here. If you haven't been to our Patreon, the link is in the description. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. This has been a month right here. This has been a month, but we ain't over yet. We are not over and we're not done yet. If you're not a member of Patreon, you already missed the announcement. Okay, and that announcement I'm not going to give it here on YouTube, so that's your ass. But anyway, if you're members of the Patreon, you already heard the announcement. We'll see how it goes. Little bit of housekeeping I need to do here tonight. Okay, the sound drops that were already done. I'm going to see. I got them together finally. So it's too late to do it here tonight. I got on too late to do it tonight, but next Friday, be looking for me to do that. So you all will get to have a say in it about whose sound drops I add to the soundboard. Yes, I'm going to throw you a few dollars for doing so. So if you are approved for it and I go ahead and add you, we're going to throw a few dollars in there for you. So be looking for that here next Friday. Also, y'all remember the chick that I had said that, I would pay for her to go to the spa because she was talking about it wasn't no thing and that ain't nothing. Remember her? I've emailed her. I emailed her before. She responded the first time. I emailed her back to get her information. She never responded to me after that. I emailed her again this week and she didn't respond either. So, I'm not fake about it. I'm upfront in public. So I did let her know I can't lie about it. There's no reason for me to lie because I have a Zoom link. So if I'm lying, she could tap in at any time on Zoom. But I'm just giving y'all the heads up. So if she's still out there listening somewhere, ma'am, or if you change your mind, that's cool too. If you change your mind, if you was able to get your ex-man to call you back and I'm messing up the program, damn. If you were able to get your ex-dude to call you back and Jason showed up at a damn wrong time, Jason, that nigga text me back. So if it's that kind of thing, it could be. If that's an issue, that's all right. It's okay. But by the way, I did email you. I emailed you again. I emailed you a third time. Never got a response. But if you want to change that, I'll leave it open a little bit longer. You might listen to this tonight or tomorrow, whatever. It's Easter weekend. So if you do get tapped into it, go ahead and you can go ahead and respond if you want to. If you don't, no hard feelings. It's not an issue. It's not a problem. Just wanted to go ahead and throw that out there. I mean, all we can do is go ahead and offer it to you. And that's okay. Old boy might go ahead and take care of that, which is, makes my life a lot easier. Makes my life a lot easier. No, some say Jezebel just got scared. Some say Jezebel got scared. You niggas listening. So, okay. They sitting right there. They worried. It's okay. It's okay. Trust me, when they run from you, you're doing it right. So it is what it is. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to tonight's program, live or recorded. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And this concludes tonight's broadcast of The Business. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, Mr. Jason Black. And until next time, my brothers and my sisters from around the world, remember, handle your business or your business will handle you.